Welcome to Halftime Heroes for season 2026. We've got the latest news from across the Mornington Peninsula and beyond, with the crew of Adam Kelly, Peter Susovich, Neil Craig, Chris Gamble, Leigh McQuillen, and Jacob Kelly. Take it away, boys.
You haven't been here for a while, and we just a week, and we got you. Just a week. Did you listen to it? What's that? Did you listen to it?
G'day, sports fans, and welcome to the Halftime Heroes. We are back again in the Chieftains Garage. What a huge week of football it's been in Division 1 and Division 2. We are absolutely chock-a-block in here. There's fucking bodies everywhere. Everyone wants an opportunity to come on the Halftime Heroes, and I'm going to get straight into it. But before I do, make sure you check us out on YouTube, on Facebook. When you go on YouTube, make sure you hit us a subscribe, because we need those numbers. So your support would be greatly appreciated. Make sure you click subscribe when you jump on YouTube. You can check us out on the 3Ws Commissioner, halftimeheroes.com.au as well. But let's jump straight into it with, of course, the Chief, the master button pusher extraordinaire. He panics because there's two behind, and I'll go into this in a minute, but there's two behind the panel. Hello to you, Chief.
How you going? Great weekend in footy. Am I coming through loud and clear?
Yes, you're coming through loud and clear.
That's good. No, we're here. Both the little fella and me and Jacob.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
So the story
His little assistant.
The story with Jacob.
Got so big he needs a bloody
No,
PA.
well, he's been moved to the we called it the kiddie table.
Yeah.
There's been some really shit calls from him lately, being the fraudsters, which is Frankston Bombers.
Yeah, that hasn't aged well.
That went there,
Pearsdale the Sliders.
Ouch.
So we've moved him off the main panel, and he has to come back up through the ranks again.
Yeah.
Hello to you, JK.
Bloody relegated, eh?
Bloody relegated.
Jeez,
I know.
Relegated to the kiddie table. No, fair enough. But, no, good to be here. Good to have a very packed garage.
Packed garage.
Packed.
And there's still people in the green room to come.
There is.
Hello to you, Macca.
Good to be here, Adam. I'll tell you, it's quite cold in here tonight.
It's quite cold?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gammers and I both worn our jackets. We
Yeah,
just
you
thought,
have. I know. You both
we
looking
just-
like a couple
the
of fucking
heater. I
mattress
don't know
eaters.
if the viewers can see the heater, but it's
No,
not
they
really
can't.
up to code. So I know he Sus talks about all his qualifications, but that bloody heater, I'll tell you what, he certainly hasn't got the OH&S one there because it's shit. I tripped over the cord when I came in.
Yeah. I know.
Sus looked like he was watching his feet.
But all three bars are working, which is an improvement.
Yeah, all three. I was going to say about Sus, what's going on with his family, right? So we all heard about what he did to himself the other day.
Yeah,
he nearly
nearly
chopped
days.
his hand off.
Yeah.
Timmy comes to training the other night, running around on the track after kicking 3 goals at Mount Eliza, and then puts his head inside a bloody near a tackling bag, gets hammered in the face, breaks his nose. And your family, Sus, what's going on, mate? Got insurance?
Yes, well paid up on insurance, and but we're
Not here, though.
we're
So if
happy
you hurt yourself here, you're on your fucking own.
No,
Yeah.
you're all right.
Yep, so he's got
We can't. There's no policy up on the wall.
Lots
We'd
of-
like to see an insurance
lots
policy
of-
if you wouldn't mind.
He's full of words today, the Chief. Hello to
He is.
you,
He is.
Gammers.
Hello, mate. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's great to be
Nice
back.
to see you well.
Yes. Finding
Interesting
fit.
little setup behind the
It
desk
is.
there, isn't
It's
it?
like a little mini chair.
I've noticed two things, right? I've noticed they've got one microphone, so they're kind of a bit awkward because they kind of looks
Yeah.
like two
Nearly
people
waiting
going
till
into
they
kiss.
Exactly.
Right?
That's right.
But the thing that's really got my attention is the material for the chairs is correct. So we've got really sturdy timber
Yep.
and a little plastic
Plastic
chair.
one.
And I reckon they've got that right for those two.
But I reckon that blue chair used to be a normal size chair, and it's been
compressed
into
somewhat
to a.
Yeah.
Does
it's sort of
plastic-
a-
Does plastic compress?
but it's all, it went all white and started to bug up.
Yeah, it did go white. Hello to you, Foss.
Hello, mate. Nice to see you back, by the way.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Well
just
done.
driving past and dropping in and talking with us.
Well done last
we
week.
we feel quite honoured.
Another great
Yeah.
show last
Yeah.
week.
Oh, thank you.
Yep,
and
and
we
I'll-
muddled our way through.
You did muddle your
Macca,
way
you were
through.
swanning around in Darwin, were you? Or something
Yeah,
like
yeah, it was
Yeah, you
nice and
were.
warm up there too.
Well,
Yeah,
you
nice.
were.
Would be
Lots
nice.
of beautiful family photos, Macca, too.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. Yeah, the portraits.
Cheese and kisses was hard at us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Did you do any fishing or anything?
Nah, I just went
Does
out
he
and
look
had
like a fisherman?
a look at the crocs. Took the young fella out to a few swimming holes out in the out in
And
the
look at the
park.
crocs for the young fella on the
Looked at
Smiths.
the crocs. Yeah, it's good up there.
It's
Yeah,
not bad. It's a
yeah.
beautiful spot in
Yeah.
winter, isn't it?
Up to Darwin. took a week up and down.
Nice. And well, I mean, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I'm rocking royalty beanie tonight. Rocking the Rosebud because we've got royalty. We've got Rosebud royalty in the house. He's going to be joining the commission very soon, but also to join us for the Division 1 football show. We've got Campbell Hustwaite, co-captain of the Rosebud Football Netball Club. Hello, mate.
Hello, thanks for having me, James.
Absolutely. Now, I've said earlier that I apologise for everything that may go down tonight.
No, you're right. I'm not in on all the inside jokes. So.
No,
I
don't
just
worry,
sat,
mate,
sat
there's no
there,
inside
not
jokes.
along.
No one is. No one
There's
is.
a fair bit going on in here.
There's
So,
a fair bit going on.
We've got 3 happy campers here, right? You 3 lads. It could have been the other way around. 1 point, 4 points, 4 points.
Yeah, that's fair.
You could have been all very, all right.
Great
Let's get
week
through
to
the
have
show.
some.
but have a look at them.
Yeah, I know.
I reckon
Yeah,
Craig.
yeah.
I reckon,
They grow a leg out there, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
I reckon Craig McRae put it best in his presser on Friday night. It's the fine margin between having a really good weekend and having a really shit weekend.
Yeah.
No points.
We had our mid-season ball, so we
Oh,
were
nice
very
try.
happy. Yeah.
40 points down at half time. That ball wasn't looking great.
No, exactly. Crossed everyone's mind.
Absolutely.
Coach calling everyone weak. So.
Yeah.
Did he really, Dad?
No, we deserved it.
Yeah, no.
Deserved everything we got at half time.
We'll go through that.
Jeez.
We'll go through that in more depth shortly, but not too much depth.
No,
I've
not too
already-
much.
Not
'cause we've
too
got a
much.
coach
'Cause
corner with
We're
you.
going to do coach's corner. And you've done your intel. You've got at least a
I've-
whole A4 full.
Tidied it up. haven't we?
Most of it's
Yeah.
about his brother
Some
Henry.
facts. You've done pretty well.
Some facts.
Most of it's on.
Never let down on
Looks
this show,
intense.
mate. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Yeah, I like
Just
that.
sort of the heads up.
That sounds
Most of your
Just-
intel's on Henry, but that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Henry's a 6'5" colossus.
I didn't know who he was till.
I know.
But I don't follow bloody Hawthorn seconds.
No, fair enough. Big MPFNL fan.
Jeez, that gives him a whack. Christ, he
I'm
should,
not giving him a
he
whack.
should be playing senior football. There's no question
Well,
about that.
I'll give you the
Could
tip.
be. I bet Rosebud would have him in half.
Had that trade gone through, he would
I
have played
know.
a lot of senior footy this year.
Absolutely
Yeah.
would have played a lot of senior footy. And there's a lot of clubs that will be sniffing around at
Yeah.
the end of the year because there's Hawthorn don't deserve him. Anyway, we move right on. Let's get into Division 1 football. It was played out on Saturday, the 11th of January. It was round 12. And, well, to start us off, it was Salary Country, Glover Reserve, Devon Meadows hosting Rosebud. Rosebud, well, in the end, too strong, 10-8-68, defeating Devon Meadows by 3 points. You said 4. 3
I
points,
said 4.
9-11-65. Unbelievable. It really was. Jake, have you got the best up there? Can you bring us through the best or can you not?
Yeah, got it. So for the best for Devon Meadows, we had Fletcher McMillan, Nick Battle, Kai Williams, Ryan Koo, and Kai Quirk. And then for the best for Rosebud, we had our man, Campbell Hustwaite.
He's good
Sammy
day to come
Hayes.
on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good day to come on.
Mitchell White, Reed Nanscow, and Caden Carver.
Geez, you nearly
Did
choked
that
on
get
that, mate. You
photoshopped
really
in
got
there
to-
or something? Did you put that in the,
No, you
the lights in the car or something? Just whacked it in. I'll whack myself
picked
in
a
the
good
best.
week to have me on.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Now, I think it's how much do you want to go into and how much don't
Well,
you want to go into?
We can skim
Macca,
it.
we need to skim this
we
because
skim it,
there's some
skim it.
interesting data that comes out of
It
this.
needs-
And
I'll
lift the cone up later, and you can. Have a
Yeah,
chat.
there's a little bit of interesting data. So I noticed there that Devon, one of their blokes they gave in their best was McMillan. He has rucked on the day, and he's come up against a pretty fierce opponent. We know who he's coming up against. They've lost the hit-outs 90-18. However, they've won the clearances. So there's an anomaly for you. So this is an opposition that can read the opposition ruck, and they're very used to doing that.
That's right.
Week in, week out. So often Devon don't necessarily put in their best ruckman at times, and at times I think Kirby's probably better around the ground than he is at the centre bounce.
Yep.
And it looks like that Devon are very, very good at reading the opposition. Would I be right in saying that?
Yeah, absolutely. They read the cues pretty early and
Yep.
pretty much started the game doing so. But yeah, they got some quality players, and they pretty much just had it stifled for a bit. Then the second quarter, once things got rolling, it got out of hand pretty quick, which we're not really used to. So
Yeah.
to be challenged like that was something new we've had to face. But yeah, their mids did such a good job at getting us
Reading,
out of what we wanted to do, rather than let
Yeah.
us dictate for the day.
What did Danny have to say at halftime? 40 points down. Not the way you wanted to play. You only kicked 1 point in the second quarter. What was the message at halftime?
Well,
If you can repeat it all, it doesn't really
Yeah,
matter.
yeah. Well, it pretty much just challenged their effort, which
Yeah.
is sometimes as simple as that, as Cameras and Mac would know. Like sometimes you can't teach effort.
Yeah.
You can teach game plan and all that sort of stuff, but that goes out the window when you don't try hard. So
Yeah.
they put us to the sword. We switched off for half an hour, and they just first to react, first to put their head over it. We're reaching with one hand in for ground balls, stuff like that. So on a day where it's windy and conditions like that stuff doesn't fly. So second half, a few blokes look at each other in the eyes and sort of make an agreement we're not doing that again. But it was good that we sort of ground them out in the second half rather than just pile on 6 or 7, which we've done a lot. But it wasn't like that. We only got 3 or 4 maybe in the third quarter, and then still had to kick another 3 in the last going into it.
Yeah, because you're down at three-quarter time and you're kicking against the breeze.
Yeah, kicking against the breeze. So apart from the 19s games, for development and seniors, I think not one team, there wasn't one quarter where the team going into the wind had outscored the opposition. So after 7 quarters, there was big ask for us. But the way we did it made it one of our best wins.
So that first hour of play of footy, is that something that can subconsciously come into a group of players? Like you rolled it to Devon thinking, we're Rosebud.
Yeah,
we're top of the pot.
Well,
and we were 100 points in front of three-quarter time, fellas.
Spot on.
Remember that?
Yeah, 7 weeks ago.
7 weeks ago. So no one, no, you don't say it, you don't think about it, but it could be in there.
Yeah, well, like we also knew they had fairly different side too. They had a lot of 16, 17-year-olds running around that first time.
Yeah.
But if you don't turn up to play, whether you're playing the top side or the bottom side, if you switch off for, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes, it's enough for a team to put 6 goals on you.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much as simple as it was.
Yeah, okay.
Now, what did you think? Glover Reserve, right? They have a distinct advantage. We've been talking about this all year. So they were 4-1 going into that game on that ground. You've made them 4-2, but that could have easily been 5-1.
Yeah.
So what do you think about playing down there? Because that's probably the best home ground advantage currently sitting in Division 1. Outside of you guys, I mean, you guys are obviously pretty potent, but their list, I don't believe their list is as strong as yours, but they play well at home.
Yeah, well, they got good support there too. That was the other thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like it gets pretty loud there. But
get a free kick in front of that deck there. You got to earn your free kicks in front of that deck.
You're not getting one of those.
No, you are not.
But I don't know what it was. Like it was blowing its tits off, and it's going straight down to one end, and we're just picking off kicks, and they're just like they had so many forward half intercepts against us in the second quarter, which just kept turning into scores. And then I would think they've missed a kick, and I'm like, oh, this is carried a little bit too far, a chance to kill it, and it just sit perfectly for them, and then they were out. So I don't know, they played the conditions on the day super well, but they definitely seemed confident and comfortable there at home.
I was thinking too, if they've kicked 6 points after half time, but Sam Hayes probably saved you bacon a fair bit in that first half.
Oh yeah, it would have been 12 goals if it wasn't for him in the second quarter. He's unbelievable for us. I highly doubt there's a better defender in the state than him. Yeah. He's unbelievable. Yeah. But when he gets the ball, it ends up 60 metres away.
Yeah, he can kick it.
Into that breeze, it was only 40 metres away, so it wasn't enough for us.
Credit to you guys for getting the points in the finish, but credit to Devon, because it just goes to show from 7 weeks ago just how far they've come. And you know there's some personnel changes. It wasn't like there was 9 or 10.
And they were missing the big fella, which we touched on before, but so it could have easily gone the other way. And I don't think it's anything against them, but they probably deserve to win. But we've said it a couple of times now, good teams find a way to win those games. So we actually do, like, it's a feather in our cap to walk away with the 4 points on a day like that, where we were outplayed. It's as simple as that. So, but to find a way like that, we're also very happy as a club.
Yeah, good on you.
Very good. And as I mentioned, that we will go further into that game with the Commissioner when the two of these...
the cone.
Yeah, under the cone of silence. Very much looking forward to that. But the next game, well, JK was there, and it was Dramana taking on Sorrento at Dramana Recreation Reserve. It was 2,727 defeating Sorrento Sharks 9-12-66. Jake, bring us through this one, please. When you're ready.
Sorry,
Chief. How do you reckon they're going over there, those two?
It's a complete
zig and zag.
It's a complete cluster.
How do you reckon?
The chairs at the winners. I reckon.
The chairs at the winners.
There's much else going on over there.
We're trying in the chairs. No, it was a great game. It was a bizarre feeling. It sort of felt a little bit closer than what it was at the start. We Dramana were kicking with the wind, and it just didn't feel like. Obviously, scoreboard says we went all right, but it just didn't feel like we capitalised enough in the first. And Sorrento were just sort of lingering, but as you can see, a 10-goal third quarter boosts the Tigs right up, and everything just started to click there. And Sammy Fowler got off the chain. All credits to my hamstring rubs just behind you. So his hamstrings are holding up great. And he ends up kicking 4. Shout out to Ryan Morrison, who's a big listener of the show. Dingo.
Dingo Morrison.
He's an elite one-on-one player. He has not been scored on the last 3 weeks. So he's played on Patullo, hasn't kicked a goal against him. He's played on Jimmy last week, didn't score, and played on Kuipers. Kuipers didn't kick a goal when they played against him as well. So huge shout out to him, and just the Dramana boys finding some form, which is good, and got some stock that are looking pretty good at the minute. So in the best for Dramana, we had Sam Fowler, Billy Gertz, Riley Davis, Jai Taylor, and Sammy Gertz, and then for Sorrento we had Shannon Gladman, Charlie Stokes, Aaron Bremen, Dylan Clark, and Ryan Polkinghorn.
So JK, your spin on Sorrento, please. I haven't seen them live this year.
It's a bit tough. They look pretty banged up, if I'm honest.
Okay.
They just look a bit sore. I know I spoke to a few of the mums of Sorrento after the game, and they just said that
there we go.
They're great.
There we go.
That's a different angle.
Yeah, the mum's just lining up.
Yeah. Okay, it happens.
Yeah. It's a Kelly. It's a Kelly.
Autograph.
Yeah,
kissing babies,
kissing
hugging babies, kissing mums.
But
him and Dingo.
Yeah. They did say that they're a little banged up, and Sorrento did lose their ruckman early on in the game as well, which wasn't a big help for them. Obviously, seeing on the scoreline, they just look.
Did you speak to his mum?
Whose mum?
The ruckman's mum.
No, I didn't. I saw him hobbling after the game, and he looked really sore.
Yeah.
So it wasn't great. But
doesn't go well for this week.
For someone who wasn't there and hasn't seen the stats, it actually looks like not a bad game for 3 quarters.
That's
half. The margin is all that third quarter.
Yes, 100%.
And I'm not sure Dramana lose too many games when the first 2 names are in the best.
Yeah, spot on.
Exactly right.
So I'll give you a few stats on it. So Fowler's had 40, right? And then White, B. Gertz, Arts, and S. Gertz. Between the 5 of them, they average 36, right? So they've got 180 between the 5 of them. And then underneath that, you got Harris and Gladman, who had 30 each. So it's a lot of football that Fowler's had. Not only has he had these 4 goals, he had 9 clearances and 40 possessions. So they've probably let those blokes run around a little
rat
bit.
Boy, going all right?
Yeah, rat goes all right.
Jake said that for someone that comes out on a wheelie walker, he is phenomenal.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal.
Do you know, interesting to note, I was looking at that game and your game. So your total 500 possessions against Devon and Rosebud, total for the game, 700 in the Dramano-Sorrento game. 700 possessions.
Normal for Dramana, that they're very high possessions.
That's
around
200 gap.
They're pretty much 224 by foot, 231 by hand, which we know they're a handball side. They're a handball forward side, so they just overpossess and
they looked very slick in the third quarter, Macca. Very slick by hand.
So Sorrento have done okay there to have 21 shots to 27 when they've had 204 less touches.
It's a lot of football.
That's smashed.
A lot of football.
That's crazy.
But that's the problem with the scary part about Dramana is when they get on a roll, they get on a proper roll. Yeah. So I haven't looked at many breakdowns of quarters, but to kick 10 goals in a quarter, that's
impressive.
A roll.
Yeah. That's a roll.
Billy Gertz, who having 16 clearances.
Yeah, unreal. The next game, boys, impressive game that was, but it was Pines taking on Edith Vale at Eric Bell Reserve. And, Pines, you would suggest, are getting into a little bit of form against a firing Edith Vale, 9-14-68 going down to the Pines. Going down were the Pines, 8-10-58 at Eric Bell in the best for the Pines. It was Guy Hendry, Jonathan Hayden, Zechariah Cuppins, Tommy Murphy, and Levi Soul. Tommy Murphy getting his name in there.
He's done a Kev.
We'd like to call that out. Yes, done a Kev, absolutely. Not good enough. Thomas, Kurt Lopo. Kurt Lopo for Edie, Lewis Diggins, Liam Hiscock, Max Walker, and Tarkin White. Not bad in the best for Edie, is it, Gammers?
No, that's another. It must have been another wind-affected game, which I think most games were. Pines actually up by a couple of goals at half time and then don't score in the third and get done in the last. Probably, I reckon we predicted this result last Monday, didn't we? We all picked Edie, but we were thinking it was going to be a contested game and probably not going to be much more than 3 or 4 goals in it, and that's how it's panned out.
And through the middle, you would have thought like Lopo and Diggins up against Murphy and Hayden, as in like, the midfield battle. So Lopo's kicked a couple of goals, 15 contested. Diggins had 7 clearances and 13 contested. So Murphy's obviously pretty talented in there, but they would have just gone head-to-head with Hayden. Hayden had a lot of tackles for the game. Interesting to point out, Guy Henry just takes a hell of a lot of marks, doesn't he, in a game?
He does.
He's had another 11
really
in his
does.
game. His hands has got to be as good as anyone's.
And he reads it. Yeah. So as good as anyone. Where it's going to go.
Oh, he does.
Yes.
I've always felt with him, like he plays in the back line for the most part for them, and every now and then they swing him forward. But I've always felt if he's in a, quite a strong side and you have the ability to put him forward, he'd be a freaking nightmare.
Yeah. On a day like that as well, when it's blowing to one end, you probably could have just sat at the one end of the ground.
Yeah,
so
just stay there.
Same
That's
area
right.
the
Same
wind's
end,
going.
yep. Forward, back. No, very good.
But in the best was a Levi Sol, wasn't there? He's a family friend of ours. Good boy. He's gone to Devon. He's gone to Pines and he's stuck with it. And he's been rewarded in the ones in the best. Good boy.
Everyone's really interested in that.
No, I was just looking at him thinking, shit, isn't it the same Levi? Because he was a ways away. But good on him. Yeah, that's good.
It's good to know.
Thanks. I was just
Levi Sol is a good friend of the family.
Thinking out loud. Okay.
The big names get a shout out all the time.
Yeah, they do.
Shout around.
Hey, bloody oath they do. Yeah, if you can get a whack a name in.
The next game, well, it was much anticipated. I was watching the scores eagerly at Alexandra Park because it was the Doggies getting up by 1 point.
We need that guy that goes.
Yeah. Oh, the dog man. Dog man. And then he come bounding over. There he is.
That's pretty good.
It was Mornington 9-8-62 defeating Frankston YCW 7-19. 61 by 1 point, Macca. Unbelievable. In the best 4, Mornington, it was Ned Moody, Kai Wunderly, Max Ritchie, BJ Credlin, and Ryder Collins. In the best 4, Frankston YC, it was McKenna, Hura, Christian Sampus, Luke Painter, and Bo Bailey and Henry Bessinger. Beringer, sorry. Macca, please, take it away. Unreal.
Hura, he played a good game. He played on Matty Kane and kept him goalless, and Matty's had a pretty good year, so he's a good defender. But look, if you look at the names in our best, like Kai Wunderly, 19s, Max Ritchie should be still playing under 17s, Ryder Collins, 19s. We had 7 under 19s in. We're average age of 21, even with Brenton Credlin in there and Max King. Average age of bumps up. Age of 21. But 4 of the 19s played in their back half, which we were always going to be. It was always going to be a big ask when you look at YC's forward line. We were always probably going to be stretched a bit. Yep. We knew that. But we just decided to back the kids, and we knew if we stayed in the game long enough, we based the whole game, our pre-match and our whole lead-up on pressure.
Yeah.
We put all our pressure numbers up. It's the first time we've done it all year. We just put all their pressure numbers and their tackle numbers up, and we told them their KPIs they had to get, and they went out and executed that. We just thought if we brought pressure, we'd stay in this game.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. So, it was credit to the boys because we lost. We didn't. LaFontaine wasn't playing. We lost Cassidy during the week, and we lost Timmy Suss during the week to a broken nose. So, on Tuesday night we select our side at about 4:30 Tuesday afternoon. That's when us coaches select the side, and by 48 hours later, we got 4 changes to the side we selected. So, brought up some guys in the 19s, and they performed.
Did you see Timmy before he started training?
Yep.
You sure?
I did.
Yeah, it looked like it happened during.
It gets a bit lippy, I think, him and his missus, and I reckon she might have just whacked him in the schnoz.
I tell you, mate,
it was a good one. If you
reckon, yeah, see? I reckon, because he's a mongrel. He's like a little nips at your heel, sorry, and she's just gone whack and just whacked him maybe in the nose. And gone, I got him in training.
You talk. You know how sometimes it's frustrating as a coach. You're just trying to get training intensity out of people.
Yeah.
Timmy trains 100 miles an hour, and Timmy's like the last drill of the night. It's 5 minutes to go, and we're doing an end to end sort of tackling drill in the box drill where you handball and you're trying to get numbers and everything. Timmy's just going 100 miles an hour trying to rev everybody up, and then he ends up with a broken nose. And he's she saw it was sideways.
It was. So I waited for you at 3/4 time to walk off with you, and we sort of both looked at it. It was funny. 5 points of difference went off.
Yeah.
And one of your comments was, "We're so young."
Yeah.
You've got to be wrapped to be so young and hang on.
And I've never used as an excuse. That's not an excuse to win or lose games.
It was a pre-excuse because the game was still going, mate.
Yeah.
It was
our under-19s are top 3 in the comp, so they're quality. But when you come up against the experience that these blokes have got, you know, we believe we're a couple of years behind Langwarrin. You know, Langwarrin won the premiership in Div 2 before we did. They're 2 years more advanced than us. We're still playing kids to try and get games into them. We've got data based on how many games kids have got and how they're starting to come on now.
Yeah.
You know, some of these kids are just coming through. Ryder Collins is coming through. Max Ritchie's coming through. Kai Wunderley's coming through. You know, Lenny Child's coming through. We've got a huge list of kids who have just got games in them. Mornington will be a very, very good side in a few years. We're still a little bit off it, and we know that.
Yeah.
But to get a win like that, that's massive for our footy
and
club.
Newey's messaging was, let's just go win it. And we're not going to roll numbers back. We're not going to block it up. We're not going to do that. Let's just go win the game. So you're just trusting the young group.
Looking at the quarter split,
were
you guys going against it in the last?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, 5 points up. We didn't. When we spoke at 3 o'clock time, I sort of thought, shit, 5 points isn't enough.
We all
thought
3
goal.
20 points would have been, not even comfortable.
Yeah. So we knew we had to bring it. We had a plan in Q2. We put Credlin was rucking, so he pretty much stayed in the back half in Q2 and he cut him off a little bit.
Yeah.
In Q4, he came to us and said, we don't go on the same plan. We're still going to win the game, mate.
Yeah.
We're not, you're rucking. Stay forward. We're just going to go even numbers and we're going to win this game. Yeah. And it was a bit of on the fly a little bit, and you're still hopeful you can get it done. But geez, we were able to hang on, which is good.
But some of the individual efforts with 4 or 5 minutes to go were outstanding. Some of the ground balls that those young fellas would come in and get or put themselves in the head in the hole was just mighty.
Todd
that's something to really build. I think.
Yeah. Todd
his
Vanderhaar
disposal
a couple
might
of times.
be a bit,
that kick wasn't the best, but his
there's
ability
a couple of them, but
his
we
ability
were
to
nervous every time he got it.
Win the footy, and then you got guys like Bell's playing on Patullo, and he's just come out of the reserves, but was able to really quell him. And some of our mids, like we'd lost Price in the first 10 minutes to he went out and we didn't have him for the rest of the game, and he's been a super player for us all year. So I thought Ned Moody, who's played off half back all year, going into the midfield was really good. With Laffer being out, we changed a lot of things up. We had Luke Parsons, who we got over from Sereno. He was a junior with us, but came over from Sereno during the year. He's played his 3rd game, and he was super through the middle for us. And so a few lesser likes, Jack Lorham's playing his first game in the seniors, and I thought he played well.
The kids just want to play back.
Yeah,
they just want to play footy.
Yeah,
and it's given the circumstances, the importance of the occasion.
Yep,
it was mighty.
100%.
It was a fair dinkum 8-pointer.
Yeah, there you go. 8 point.
Fair dinkum 8-pointer.
Absolutely. None of you fucking jokes know what an 8-pointer game actually is.
Well, they'll put you 8 points in front of the 2 mobs behind you. Put it that way.
Can I point out?
Is that it, Gammers?
It's more.
Oh, they're out of the relegation zone.
It's 12 points.
Mathematically, it can still happen. But hey, can I just point out, I just think it's really important to point out, Lockie Bryce went down with a very serious injury right at the end of the game. And Lockie's a good player. He's really important to that football side. And, it wasn't a nice way for the game to finish. There was 1 point the difference with about 40 seconds to go when he went down. It was a huge marking contest. He's landed it. We knew straight away it wasn't good. And even our players were on the ground saying, stop the game, which was played in the right spirit. But it was interesting with 40 seconds to go, and we're sitting there going, do you bring your group over and talk to them? Because you're going to have 5, 6, 7 minutes.
They did.
Yeah, they did. We didn't. And the reason we didn't, and I spoke to Stevie after the game about his theory around why he did that and then he asked us about why we didn't. The reason we didn't is because with that scenario, we've trained that. Over the last 2 years, we would have trained that 30 times. So my theory is we hand the reins over to Credlin, we hand it over to Nathan Heath, we hand it over to Todd Vanderhaar, and we say, you guys trust. We can't win it, they're going to win it. So we just let them go.
Yeah, good one.
And they executed, which is
fantastic.
Very good.
But shout out to Lockie anyway. I hope he's recovering, speedy recovery. He's a good player.
Yeah, good guy. Well said. Well done, Macca. The next game and the end of the game in round 12, it was Langwarrin taking on Mount Eliza at Lloyd Park. And, Langwarrin didn't disappoint, 7-9-51, defeating Mount Eliza 5-13-43 in the best four for Langwarrin. It was Nick Hamill, Harry Tully, Matty Painenborg, Chad Mulvogue, and Charlie Orchard. And for Mount Eliza, it was Will White, Louis Hodder, Declan Cole, Connor Riley, and Finn Bain. You're dotting the hat, but you weren't there.
5-13. Once again, the kicking has killed my lot. And I wasn't there, obviously. It was down at Macca's game. But out at Langwarrin, it would have been blowing absolute bloody sideways across that ground. But 5-13 is nowhere near good enough. They know that. But it's only, at the end of the day, it's an 8-point loss. So
I thought Desi Toledo was going to do everything.
What's that?
I thought Ziggy was going to do everything.
Probably wasn't Ziggy's
He
day.
kicked 3.
Yeah, not bad out of
Shit, yeah.
yeah.
Out of 5.
Out of 5.
Were we expecting Chad Mulgrove to
60%
roll
of
back
the score.
into Langwarrin?
They kept that pretty
He-
quiet.
That's his first game.
Yeah.
So all my mail was he wasn't playing with
One-off.
Langwarrin this year.
I
Is
reckon
he
it's a one-off.
a one-off
I
game?
reckon it might be.
Yeah. I was
Playing
going to
in
say,
the
They
Waffle.
have a bye.
has he been playing the Waffle?
Yeah,
oh,
West-
is that right?
West Perth.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep. Because bloke, the ruck come back and did it for Chelsea a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
He's at, I can't remember where he's at. Perth, maybe?
Anything to mention out of there, Jake? Out of the stats?
Not
really.
Well, Red Leg's notorious handball numbers are pretty high up with a 143 to Langwarrin's 92, but otherwise, all of it's pretty even, to be honest. It's all-
Definitely a kicking side. We've talked about that. They love to kick the ball,
Yes.
Langwarrin, when they've got a forward line like that. Interesting to note, though, in the competition, you generally, when you don't have the ball, you should be good in pressure. When you don't have it, they're number 2 in the comp for pressure. We're number 8. That's why we focused on it this week.
Yeah.
But if you look at the top 5 in pressure, Edie's number 1, Langwarrin's number 2, and then it sits Sorrento, Pines. It's all the sides that are sitting in the bottom 5 outside of us.
Yeah.
But Langy is sitting second. So not only do they have the footy and they kick long, but they provide pressure.
Like they don't have it.
They've pretty much got the all-round game.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you have said they're a scary football team. Well, we've got a chief, if you want to grab the mic for a second. We're going to take a look at the ladder now. With that said, we've got some exciting developments happening through the week.
Yes, we have. We've got a new sponsor on board, Hurricane Ladders. So Gammers was demanding a sponsor. So
Demanding.
His own
think
segment.
it's-
Getting a bit of FOMO there, old boy.
I think it's worthy. It's worthy, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, mate,
Part of
it's
the
extra
contract.
worthy.
Yeah, Tom, I got
so
a bit
moving
of,
forward,
yeah.
folks, we're going to give away a ladder a week based on the best comments from Gammers. And if anyone can back up Gammers' comment and put that on the webpage, under the comment section on the webpage. Don't go to Facebook and put it. Just don't put
Still
it on
do it.
YouTube, but go to the webpage. All subscribers jump on and log in and chuck a comment there.
Geez, I'm sure I cop a few comments on
What
already. Don't
so
I?
of what nature to do with the ladder? What's
Yeah, well,
coming up next? Gamblers
Ladders.
Gamble's ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gamble's ladder watch.
Yeah.
You know, Gamble's ladder watch.
He
We
loves
love
it. You love it.
I love it.
He
It's
does
got a
it.
ring to it.
Isn't
Look
it
at
a
luck. He's
Gamblers
Gamble's.
isn't a bit
And what about? And what are we talking ladder? We're talking about a 6-foot extendable
No,
job, or
it's
we're
a-
talking about
it's
like
around
just one step.
to step in the
It's a
caravan.
step.
One of those
For
ones, two
Division
steps.
1, will be just a step ladder, and for Division 2 will be an 18-foot extendable
Oh,
ladder.
jeez.
Shit. Why is that?
So we're just
Jeepers,
making
yeah.
it up. It'll
More
be a,
teams.
Really?
It'll be a
Really?
ladder.
You're just making it up,
More
eh, Chief?
It'll be a ladder, and
Why stop now?
you'll go and pick that ladder up. You'll get a voucher sent out to you, and you'll go pick that up from Mitre 10.
Wow.
So Mitre 10 are helping us out with
A
that. as well.
hurricane, bloody jeez.
Thank you to Hurricane Ladders for climbing on board.
Gee whiz.
Step-
Can we comment?
Step by step, they're jumping on board. They are, aren't they, Commish?
You can step
Yes, thanks for
You'd be
that.
Monty.
Fucking never ever get
Sorry.
anything from Fossil
You'd
Nuts.
be a Monty.
They need to,
Yeah.
they need
We'll
to
make
send
sure
me in
you're
a jacket to
You need a
wear.
ladder. You need a ladder.
Yeah, I'll take Hurricane.
Right,
Yeah.
he needs it. Hey,
Yeah, I'll
needs
take
a ladder.
Hurricane.
He'll take Hurricane.
Yeah.
Done. Give him a ladder.
So what sort of comments are we looking for, Chief? Does it have to be ladder relevant?
It has to be ladder relevant. It could bag the hell out of Gammers, or it could say no. I think that the ladders, the prime mover on the ladder this week was.
I'll be looking for IP addresses, predominantly from Crib Point.
Yes.
Got a little bit of sauce to it now, isn't it? The
Yeah,
ladder
it
watch,
is.
Gamble's ladder watch.
Yeah.
A little
Gammers
bit
will
of sauce.
give his opinion on Division 1 ladder and who the biggest movers and the biggest
Wow.
shakers are. And we
Jesus.
might have members of the public that have the same or different.
So the best comment will, of course, be sent
Positive
out
comment.
positive.
No, I don't have to be positive.
Nah,
We better
yeah,
be
exactly.
positive. No,
Nah,
we've got to keep in
nah.
the rule. I've got
Really?
my missus answering the emails. You don't want her to freak out.
All right, well, let me do it then.
Right, okay.
There you go. Do it.
So,
Take it away. Gamble's ladder watch.
Gamble's ladder watch.
So, Rosebuds stay at top after the battle of Div 1, Div 2 premiers, only just getting over the line, staying a game clear on 44, 153.3. Langy did what they have to do against your lot, Commish, staying in second, 40 points, 162.1. And then there's a gap that Macca's lot's helped to create there, with Frankston falling 2 games behind the top 2 now, and
8 points.
and really opening up third spot, I reckon. So, yeah, 8, which is a topical.
pointer.
It's a topical conversation.
It's another
all
8 pointer.
get
They're everywhere.
fucked. You can all get fucked.
So Frankston on 32,
You know what
108.7.
No, you don't.
Mount Eliza missed an
No one
opportunity. Guys,
Sorry.
it's got a sponsor
Sorry,
now.
sorry,
Don't talk when
sorry.
I'm talking.
Sorry.
Yeah, Dinkum.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Mount Eliza, you're up there.
Yeah, so Mount Eliza missed an opportunity to go into the top three. Fourth spot, 28 points with a healthy percentage, 124.2 because they defend very well. Dramana with their big win just put a little gap between themselves and Devon in the top five, 28 points, 114.7. Before I go to the bottom five, is that the five?
That is the five.
That's
Starting
the
to look
five.
pretty
Yeah.
set now, isn't it?
Yep.
That is the five, but I love the way you unpacked that then, because if Rosebud had dropped it on the weekend, they would have been sitting second on percentage.
Mm.
And then with YC losing now, Manalize and Dramana are red hot on that double chance.
Absolutely.
Teams 1, 2, and 4, their defensive numbers of what we're looking at coming into finals. Isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Devon, after it's probably
that
their best. It's probably their best performance of the year. They'd say running Rosebud that close.
Jesus.
6-6, 24 points, 82.8. They need to start winning if they want to continue the fairy tale to finals. EDS did what they had to do on the weekend against Pines. 20 points, 96.2. Mornington, this isn't Macca's words. This is my words. They are now officially out of the relegation zone. 16 points, 85.5. Although mathematically,
it's still until it can't happen.
There's another couple of wins under the belt.
It is mathematically possible, but with that percentage, they might as well be 4 games clear with 5 to go. I think is there 5 to go, 6 to go. Sorrento and Pines both on 4 points. Sorrento on 67.4%. Pines on 62.7%. That's big watch at the bottom of the
Absolutely.
Hurricane Gamma's ladder.
He's changed it already.
What? I don't know. It's a shit show. It's a shit
That
show.
is a
Ian.
shit. No one knows. What's it called?
I do love a segue, and let's jump straight into netball umpire appreciation round. It's round 13. It's going to be played out on Saturday the 18th, and we're calling it the Relegation Cup, and it's not just us. I think everyone will be calling it Gammas the Relegation Cup.
Crazy.
It's Sorrento at Dave McFarlane Reserve taking on the Pines Football Netball Club Chief. Unbelievable, Jake.
Takeaways?
Takeaways, please.
Oh, take one.
Jeez.
I'll go
Take
first.
Well done, you.
I'll go first because
Yeah.
someone might steal it.
Yeah, I know.
What a great round of Division 1 football where 4 of the games were less than 10 points in their result, which takes me back to the first few weeks we were saying this. The first 4 rounds of Div 1 were amazing, really close. We're saying what a great comp it is, and it's returned back to that in round 12 with only Dramana, Sorrento result blowing out. What a great competition we have, and I can't wait to watch the finals.
Very, very good. Jake?
I'm going to go with my Div 1 boys, Dramana. Looking very, very slick. Right time of the year, getting right. I reckon they'll have a very good finals run, my boys.
Okay, very good, Macca.
I'm just going to stick with the Manalizer Dramana chase for third spot. I just think that's red hot, and I know that they will be playing YCW, so those games are going to be crucial. YCW obviously with a very low percentage compared to the other two, so it only takes a win for them to be bowled down. So I just reckon either Manalizer or Dramana are going to take that third spot, and I think YC will end up in that 4th or 5th.
Very good. Commissioner?
The Mornington win, I think, under pressure in the last, because we watched it live and were as nervous as anyone at the ground watching the last 10 minutes, including you, Macca. You would have
the
been.
box was big.
Yeah. But to win in a game you just had to win, and the circumstance of which you did it, it was manful. And to be so young and do that, mate, it was terrific. So Mornington, even though closely followed by Devon's effort.
Yeah.
And Huss under the bus for you, please.
Can I
Absolutely.
pass?
Oh, you can pass? Yeah, you can pass.
That's all right. I won't need a pass. I just don't want to give anyone extra fuel.
Pick someone at the bottom five.
Sounds like Gavin.
Welcome to my world.
Welcome to my world.
Gavin just does it.
What I was going to say is bank and wins is important. So it relates to us, but whether you do it pretty or not, after looking at the ladder, it doesn't matter how you win as long as you get them. It's they're very important.
We've been talking about it for a long time, but mine is just how good Devon turn into at Glover Reserve. Absolutely incredible football team when they're there. Unreal. Let's go into round 13. As I said, Oh, sus.
Oh.
Oh, sus.
The forgotten
Oh,
bloody
just-
button
yeah,
pusher.
Kind of forget about him over there, don't you?
Yeah,
do
you
a
kind
little
of
bit.
do.
They sort of went like their own little show going on.
I
should have
shafted to the
the
friggin'
way
back of the house.
he was starting to consume that pod mic. He had it halfway down his throat. I should have known that it was that he was ready to say something. Chief, please, master button pusher. What's yours?
Takeaways is probably the biggest relegation stakes going on at the moment in over, I reckon, 20 years.
Oh,
And in Pines and Sorrento,
I know.
and having two proud clubs like that fighting it out for relegation is getting very, very nervy at the moment. So that's well said.
Don't mind it. It was worth waiting for.
Yeah, it was worth waiting for.
Thanks for asking.
So happy with it. You weren't skipped in the end. The next game. It's now round 13, and it's going to be played.
I forget about him.
No, look at him over there.
That chair's not forgetting.
That chair's not forgetting. Round 13 to be played Saturday, the 18th of July. It is Relegation Cup at Dave McFarlane Reserve. Let's go around the room, please, and get some tips. Crickets. Now's your time to speak, Chief.
This one, we're going Pines, Sorrento. I think Sorrento just.
Sorrento for me at home and at home only, although Pines coming into a little bit of form, I believe. But netball umpire appreciation round, Sorrento for me at home.
I'm going to go Pines. I think after seeing Sorrento and seeing a few players go down injured, and overall the team looks a little bit banged up, I reckon Pines might get the job done here.
There's rumours going around Sorrento that they're already putting some clubs up north into the GPS just in case they need to travel up to Bonnie next year and whatnot.
Sorrento for me.
Sorrento for you?
Don't know why. I just think they will.
Yeah, only because they're at home for me. Macca?
I reckon it'll be a draw.
Oh. Okay, fair enough.
So it'll be no
So
close.
next week,
No
you
closer.
blokes will be going. He was
You're a
all over
genius.
that.
He was all over that.
And Macca, you've got these two teams twice, haven't you?
We play them both.
Wise move.
Yep.
Yeah, true. I just talked about extra fuel. I get it now.
Yeah.
Have Sorrento got a day on of any sort? They got a lunch, a dinner, or a
Oh, there'll be
bloody ladies'
home
day?
game,
Bloody...
something. Yeah, the be President's lunch. Pres lunch.
They win enough games at home, Sorrento.
Yeah.
I think. But Pines also, if out of all teams that like it when their backs against the wall,
Correct.
they'll do a good job at getting themselves up for this one.
Exactly right.
They did it
So you're
against
gonna tip
Dramana.
us?
Who wins it?
Draw.
I see.
Draw.
We're talking about both of us.
Not talking
Weak-
about soccer here. We're
Weak
talking about
as
bloody
piss.
Sereno under a kick.
Sorrento
Me
under
too.
a kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Sorrento
bloody-
by bees.
Yeah.
Sorrento by bees.
It'd make things interesting if it was a draw, though.
Yeah,
Would
it make things
God,
interesting?
It'd be
So
unreal.
last time they met,
Very
Pines
Good
15-13,
result for you.
103
There you go.
defeated Sorrento
Yeah, they did.
11-9-75 at Eric.
Eric
And then I think Sorrento got their win against
YC, was it?
Edie, maybe.
Edie or YC? I reckon they beat YC.
Oh, you reckon they beat YC?
Home. Edie? At home.
Okay.
I think they got Edie. No, they got Edie at Edie. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Edie went on to beat Dramana the next
Yeah,
week.
they did. Yeah.
The next game to take place during a netball umpires appreciation round, it's Mornington taking on Devon Meadows. Macca, this is a huge game as well at home. It's mate. Oh, yeah.
Our game took a long time to load this week, so I spent a lot of time watching their game just to get a bit of an insight into them because they look a little bit different to last time we played them. Dean Kent wasn't in that game early, hurt himself in round one, missed that game in round two. So had a good look at them, and they move the ball really quick, and as Huss was saying earlier, they're pretty good by foot, and they've got a lot of soldiers who get to contests. So we're very aware of that. So yeah, we've cut a fair bit on them. Their midfield's quite deep. Obviously, Kai Quirk's had a ripping season.
Unreal.
We all know how good Hillis is, and they've got a couple other pretty handy sort of mids through there. I think you'll find the battle goes through the middle a little bit and heads forward. And so, look, we'll do a fair bit of homework. I have done a fair bit of homework. It's interesting to note you guys were 40 points down and beat them. We were 40 points up at their ground and lost to them.
Yeah, right.
So they're one of those sides that sort of they just keep going.
Yeah.
So it's going to be there's a lot of youth in this game.
Yeah,
They're
there's
young.
A lot of youth.
They're
Yeah,
very young.
Correct.
So I think it's going to be two young sides having a crack against each other. I'm actually happy it's at home and not at Glover.
Yeah.
Because I just think that certainly helps them, and I think we play better at home. So, look, it'll be a good game. It's going to be a great game, this one.
So Mornington for you?
Yep. Jeez, it'd be weird if I said no.
I know. You did have to you pause for a second.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Chief, please, tip.
Mornington by a couple.
No, really? Wow. Fuck, that's a surprise. Jake?
By a couple.
Couple.
I'll back in. I'll back in Mornington as well.
He says, bit of a child abuse.
Yeah, I know. Exactly right. He had no choice. He had no choice but to back Mornington then. Gammers?
I actually think Devon will have a bit of a letdown after Rosebud. I reckon that's pretty tough. You play the best team in the competition and get that close. I reckon a little bit of air might come out of them, and it's hard to back up, especially when you're young. So I think travelling away with that little burden, they'll want to get up, but it's going to be hard mentally. And I think Mornington will just be too good.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Is that the real Gammers?
Oh, he's on. He's back.
He's back on. He kissed a mate up.
We spoke outside.
Off air.
Off air.
Yeah. Just come out of makeup.
Sorted out. I think on form, if we look at these two ponies in the mounting yard, Devon on form are in better nick. I reckon Devon by a couple of goals as much as you hear, Macca, and I love you, but I reckon Devon by a couple just on form only.
Okay, fair enough. What? Don't agree.
He's got a bloody polo and everything.
Yeah.
Stubby
I'm
older.
just going by
and a
form.
Well, you run Rosebud.
It's going to be.
You run Rosebud.
It's
by a
actually
few points.
a cracking game of footy.
Yeah, it'll be a great game.
The next game is Lang Warren taking on Dramana at Lloyd Park. This is a netball umpire appreciation round, and this is touted to be an amazing game with both teams, you'd say, Commish, playing a similar brand of football.
Did you tip?
Pardon?
Last game?
Yeah, I tipped.
What did you say? Did he tip?
Yeah, he was the third.
Yeah. Did he? I don't remember that.
Yeah,
Did he?
He picked Mornington, didn't he? I think.
Did he?
Did he?
I don't remember. I don't think he did.
but that's okay.
I don't think he did.
I was
that's
trying
really
to fucking fly under the table with that one.
Were you?
Yeah, I was.
Come on.
Motherfucker.
Come on.
Oh, Struth.
Do that to us.
It's a real bloody toss of the coin. I'm gonna say draw.
It's a dead set ripper.
I think it is a dead set ripper. If it was at Glover, you'd go Devon, and going on. I mean, look, it is a toss of the coin, but I just think Mornington, they've got a bit of spunk at the moment, and the young kids, mate, they never say die. And I know Devon's
two young groups going.
Devon's full of them as well.
Kids
But
everywhere.
I think maybe the experience of Mornington with those leaders getting amongst the ground. And I know Dean Kent's there. And I know Joel Hillis is there. So that's why it's just so close. So toss of the coin, Mornington at home. Okay. You asked for it. Fuck me.
How many points?
Oh, shut up. Next game is Lang Warren taking on Dramana at Lloyd Park. Tips, please.
Lang Warren.
Oh, shit. Gammers.
I reckon they'll win it.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
I said that
Love
from
it.
pre-season.
Yeah, you did.
Langy for me.
It's going to be a cracker. Absolute cracker.
I think Langy's forward power's a bit too much to ask for Dramana. Like, Dramana have some really good key backs, and I saw that on the weekend, but I don't know if they've got enough.
Yeah.
You know, Langy are pretty good ahead of the ball. So
Jaden Tooth still.
Toothy's still out.
Yep. And he's so important up back.
Yeah, well, he's just another pillar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's big key, sits right next to Dingo, right next to Riley Davis. You know, it's good, but I just don't think it'll be good enough, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I think, too, a lot of the goals that Dramana get come from their midfield. So Langy's got a very good midfield, and their forward line's just too potent. So we said before, this is a kicking side against a handballing side, and Langy being the number 2 in the comp for pressure, they'll pressure that handball, and they'll get enough foot in their forward line. They'll beat them.
Ground come into it.
100% the ground comes into it. Yep. Langy stronger than Dramana. Langy will get it.
Yep. I agree. I think Langy.
Yeah, Langy, definitely. At Lang Warren.
Yep. Us?
Not a draw. Can't be a draw.
You gonna tip?
Do you always ask guests to tip?
Yeah, always.
Okay.
But you can
got out of the last
not
game.
in your comp,
Yeah, for
mate.
fuel.
Don't do it.
No,
Don't
exactly.
do it.
Especially not these two.
Take my advice.
These
Take
Draw.
my
Yeah,
advice.
two
no,
gives
it's
the most
yeah.
trouble.
They
This is
do.
a draw.
They
right?
do.
This is a
Draw.
Gammers, you've already gone, Langy.
I can't actually wait to see the numbers on
I
this
know.
because of the
Yeah.
whole handball kick.
I know,
It's
yeah.
handball v kick.
It is.
It's what, and it's going to be a dry day.
Possession, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
It's going to be a dry day.
It's kick and pressure versus handball, which
Behind
I think is diabolical.
Handball and
Drumana,
numbers. Yeah.
I think.
Did you two adolescents tip behind the production table? You did?
Yeah, they did.
Yep. Okay, very good. Next game and the last game. Second last game, sorry, is Edith Vale taking on Frankston at Regents Park. Edith Vale, Aspendale. Edith Vale, oh, geez, they're going to want to bounce back, but so is YC, Chief.
Edith Vale here by a couple.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Jake?
Yeah, I'll back him there. Edith Vale at home.
Yep. Macca?
YC will bounce back. This will be pretty close, but I just think YC won't be happy about dropping the game to us, I wouldn't have thought. And Lockie Bryce comes out, but they've still got a pretty good side. They threw out a pretty good side against us. I just think it's, look, they'll learn a lot from that. I think they'll bounce back. They're finals bound.
Commish?
Luca Goonan will love the close confines of the Eddie ground and he'll dominate. Frankston will win.
Frankston for you. Very good. Gammas?
Geez, they've had some close games this year, Frankston YC. And one of them was the last time they played EDS. When they lost, they won.
At home, it was very controversial.
69-68.
They were 5-0. They played the bottom 5 in the first 5 rounds, and that one possibly should have gone to. There was a goal kick right at the end of the game by Toby Arms. Yeah, it was an interesting finish.
I remember that.
Do you remember the siren went and they thought the scores were level, and then they added a point?
Yes.
Yeah.
After it.
So
that's it.
It took 5 minutes to get it right.
So I don't want to prolong the show too long, but they've lost to Mornington by a point. They've lost to Devon by 9 points. They beat Langy by 2 points. They beat Mount Eliza by 4 points. They lost to EDS by 1 point. Geez, they've had some close games this year, YC. They should be training it after.
100%.
Just got robbed by a point.
Yeah, I think they'll beat Edie.
Very good.
Commissioner, just our comments when we were watching them on Saturday was their physical presence wasn't the same of old.
No, it's that big yellow bloody jumper just doesn't look as big anymore. And they're developing. They've got some kids coming through, and some of those bigger bodies are gone. I mean, Luca Goonan stands out as one of the real physical beasts. You got Lammy, who doesn't stop cracking in all day long. But other than that, they drop away pretty quickly. But
and against
they're classy on the outside.
EDFs that are solidly built. I think there'll be a game.
Diggins and those boys might just do a number. But I think Luca will like this one. I just like Frankston.
The last game to see us out, round 13, it's Netball Umpires Appreciation Round, and it's the rematch of the 2025 Grand Final. Rosebud taking on Mount Eliza at Olympic Park. Rosebud, and I'll talk to you about that later, Huss, just to find. No, I'll go into it now. The ground, mate? There's been so much shit about the ground. How's it going?
Oh, it's great now. Now it's been relayed, but before it was horrible.
Yeah,
there's like genuine injury concerns, not just from us. We didn't even train on it this year.
Yeah,
but from opposition teams, they come and play after training on a normal ground. I'd hope every bloke had ankles strapped when they were playing on it because it got to the stage where it was pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
But now it's great.
It's all holding together okay because it was returned.
Yeah, it's unbelievable the job they've done on it. Yeah, like even because we know a few of the Germana boys, they were sceptical because they were first to play on it.
Yeah.
And once the game got going, every single bloke out there forgot about it. Like it's pretty fast footy. Yeah, just doesn't slide underfoot, anything like that. So we still stay off it. We've been training on the back oval for a few weeks, but coming into the back end now, we'll probably do one a week out there.
Yep.
But yeah, it's much better than what it was.
Much better than what it was. Tips, boys, for this one. I'm very curious.
Rosebud by plenty. Just their defence and their forward line.
Whack. Love it. Jake?
Yeah, I'll go Rosebud as well. Their list is too good.
Yeah, way too good. Macca?
Rosebud just.
I
think Mount Eliza are playing some pretty good footy at the moment. I think last week against Langwarrin, it probably could have gone either way. They had more scoring shots.
5-13. You don't win too many games kicking 5-13.
They had more of the footy too. I just think their list is coming together. Jones is playing some good footy. Baines playing some good footy. They got I'm a little bit bullish about them, and we know they generally come right at the right end of the season. So I think Rosebud will win. They're at home. Probably see them off the back of their first half last week, and probably going on the back of their second half. But this will be closer than what people think.
Yep. Okay. Commish?
I've got to say Manalizer. Manalizer by 5 points.
5 points.
Just
I needed that. Needed at least one of you to tip me.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Fair enough.
I'm not. You tipping Manalisers like me tipping Rosebud.
Yeah, correct.
Gammers.
Love when he does this.
I know. That's good.
I actually did a clinic.
Hesitation.
I actually
I love the
did
hesitation.
I did a clinic with Danny. I actually met Danny for the first time last week, and Ricky. We did a clinic together.
Oh,
the three of
okay.
us. It was interesting. There was a little bit of small banter between the two.
Just your tip, mate, not your fucking life story.
Was it like an AA clinic? Or where was the clinic at?
No, little football clinic for young aspiring girls and boys.
What's the clinic? What's the clinic you're doing?
Yeah,
Don't worry about all the
it,
great
Joe.
minds of the MPFL and fucking
no.
Team
Oh, no.
Newey.
Your
Bar one.
invite must have got lost in the mail.
They said they invited you. And
I knocked it back.
Yeah.
I know, mate. There's more important shit to do. I've got to get down to the under 12s.
Yeah, exactly. 31 points last time they played these two, but the Mount Eliza team looks absolutely, completely different to last time they played. Far out. This is the selection game?
Yeah, it
Has
is.
to be halftime heroes.
Yeah. 1v4.
Mount Eliza by a point.
Oh,
Shit, we reliving that.
Yeah. Get your back.
Yeah, that's right.
Went the other
I
way.
just think
Working
third
your way.
spot's up for grabs.
Fair enough. Like that a lot. Like that a lot.
I'll tip Rosebud.
You'll tip the Buds? Oh, you're going to tip this time, are you?
Not a
He's
draw.
in.
Not a
He's
draw.
in.
Sook it
No
up
draw.
this time.
Jesus.
Very, very good. Well, that rounds out Division 1 football. It's going to be round 13 coming up this Saturday. And shout out to the netball umpires. They do it tough out there, rain, hail or shine. And, they do a good job of officiating. So well done to them. It is the netball umpires appreciation round. Like I said, that rounds out Division 1. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to be back with the cone of silence because the old commissioner and Campbell Hustwaite, co-captain of the Rosebud Football Netball Club, will be joining him under the cone. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening and watching Halftime Heroes.
This is Halftime Heroes.
Looking for unbeatable deals on new and used Toyotas? Head to Frankston Toyota, where great service meets great value. From rugged Hilux to fuel-efficient Corolla, we've got the perfect car for every driver. And right now, crazy low finance rates for selected models. Come see why locals trust Frankston Toyota. Just off the freeway. Easy to find, hard to beat. T's and C's apply. Visit frankstontoyota.com.au today.
It's a hurricane. It's a hurricane. It's a hurricane.
Halftime Heroes with the Coach's Corner.
All right, welcome back, Halftime Heroes family. We do have that time of the evening that the commish is going under the cone with Rosebud's very own Campbell Hustwaite. Commish, take it away, mate.
Was it something we said?
Yeah, we're a bit closer. Well, we've got a bit more room, don't we? It's nice.
Oh, Mac, what'd you say this time?
Oh, I didn't say nothing. He's been missing. He was missing last week.
Yeah, I know.
I think he's a little upset because he can't do math. The whole 8 point. It's a long.
He doesn't like that 8.
Oh, but to storm out.
He does not like that 8-point game thing. We need to
I
get
know.
something behind that.
What's
We need to
going on with
find. I know.
It's like one of the
But
oldest.
do we get the old 8 point?
unbelievable.
It puts a gap between.
It's one of the oldest sayings.
Is he still here?
I thought we'd soundproof that up. Yeah. So we'd soundproof the cage.
Campbell, I'm going to ask your permission. What I'm going to do tonight as an extra, because we're glad to have you here.
Yep.
But these two guys are super excited. So if it's okay with you, I'm going to extend the cone and bring them in from the get-go.
Go for it. Yeah.
Is that all right?
Thanks very much.
Just get smart.
Is that okay?
reference.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Did you watch Get Smart?
I did.
It's
I've
funny,
watched a
isn't it?
lot of.
Anyway, so
That's okay. Commissioner, you're going to share your notes with those two so they know they're all on side? Yep.
no, well, you've got your notes.
I'm
It
just
is banging
researching a
notes,
couple
yeah.
of.
But I think it's better
Yeah.
just to have us all, because you're a bit of Rosebud royalty, and we appreciate you coming up all this way, and we don't want to waste any time with it.
No, you're right.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Righto.
Yep.
Beep. No, hang on.
Oh,
That's the fucking.
oh. Sorry,
Forklift.
I'll get me stuff mixed
Is
up.
it my
sometimes.
turn, is
So
it?
it's
Right. So
I'm the terrible sound.
Campbell, Campbell, can you hear us, mate? Campbell,
Yeah,
can you?
yeah, I got you.
The most
Sorry,
hang
that's
on,
gone,
hang
that's
on.
gone
The
straight
most
over-
important thing
straight over my head.
Knew he did that.
through the perspex. Can you guys hear us out there, or just see us?
Everyone's
Right.
Can only read your lips.
Yeah,
mate.
yeah, I got
You
I
got
got
a chin
you
in.
now. Yeah, yeah.
Remember that?
I'm in
Remember
on.
Chief and-
The first
I know.
inside joke I'm in on.
And the cone would never work. Remember? Campbell Hustwaite, thanks for coming in, mate. We know it. You were in last year, weren't you? Just before the grand
Yeah,
final
yeah,
for our
grand
grand final
final
show,
show,
which
yeah.
was fantastic with your coach, and that went so well by popular demand. You're back in,
Back. Oh, that's good.
and by Adam asking you as well.
Yeah, no,
So
that's all right.
That's how that sort of came about.
Happy to be it.
Mate, you're a 26-year-old guy, just
Turned
about.
26, yep.
Just about.
Yep.
captain of the mighty Rosebud Footy Club. We're going to delve into that a little bit later. But you went through the junior footy. You played at Rosebud?
Yep, all at Rosebud.
All the way. So the whole family, the boys, Fletch and Henry, everyone went through.
All at Rosebud.
Okay. And you went to the Stingrays, went through the Stingray system. Now, can I spend a couple of minutes on the Stingray system? Because it seems to be, I had a kid that went through there as well, and they're fairly select. If you weren't 6'4" and could run like a gazelle and kick left and right foot and handball left and right hand, you weren't invited. You're not 6'4".
No.
So did you went in as a aspiring on ball? How did it all come about, that one?
Yeah, I feel that kind of changed by the time I got there. But I started through the under-15s program where they had, I reckon, 80 kids running around. So,
yeah, right.
So they don't miss you. But then just kept making all the cuts. And then as a bottom age, I played a handful of games near the start of the year.
Yep. Just
plugging holes. I reckon I played forward pocket, back pocket for Craig Black. And then just kept doing well enough that I ended up playing maybe 13 games as a bottom major.
Yeah, right.
Made the prelim, and I played as a back pocket for the second half of the year.
Right.
I played on blokes like Brian Myers. Who else was in there? Yeah, we played Geelong in the prelim where they went on and I think they lost this. Oh, no, they might have beat Sandy in the grand final.
Yeah, right.
And then, just progressed from there into the midfield for my top age year.
Okay, and you were co-captain at the time.
Co-captain, in my top age.
So obviously, from an early age, you showed that you're a leader. You're a leader amongst men. That sort of held you in stead. Now you're captain of the footy club, and then you went to VFL. You were captain there as well. So that was something that's just in the genes.
Yeah. Well, I think playing. It was the first time I played behind the ball because as every kid does, they play midfield all juniors. And then in that bottom age side, that was the year with like LDU, Hunter Clark, Tom DeConning and that. And even though I was a back pocket, I had no problem yelling at everyone. So
yeah, right.
I think the coaches heard that, and I was comfortable just pretty much yelling out what I saw.
Yeah, but you were doing it naturally. When you just saw it.
Yeah, I just grew up with it. I don't like seeing things how they shouldn't be. It's just how my mind works when it comes to footy. So, whatever I saw, I said it. And then as a top ager, the boys picked me as part of the leadership group, co-captain, and then ever since then, it's just pretty much everywhere I've played.
Yeah, right. So that was a player. The players had to select.
Players, coaches,
they voted on who they thought should be captain.
Yeah.
Collingwood VFL from 2021 for about 5 years through the COVID years.
2019 was my first year.
Right.
So I missed 2018 draft and went straight there.
So 2019, 2020 was a COVID year, which got interrupted pretty badly. Then it went on to the next year. They got interrupted
21
as
was
well.
about half a year.
So really disjointed. But you were captain there as well. You got
from the second COVID year in 21 through to when I left in 2023.
53 odd games.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, between 50 and 60. Lost count.
Playing what position?
Predominantly midfielder there. Yeah.
Averaging 19 possessions?
Yeah, about that. That sounds about right. Just plugging the holes. Usually first one off the bench. Playing behind the AFL listed boys. They always got first go, and then you come fill the cracks.
How did you find that? Were you close to cracking in? How did you find the whole experience of? It was a pretty strong Collingwood.
Yeah, it was
senior team. There, one was a hard team to crack in.
Yeah. So the connection was Blackie, who was my coach at TAC Cup, won the premiership together, and then the aspirations were to get drafted. 2018, we had maybe 10 go, and I wasn't one of them. So he called me pretty much the next day. I was like, "Sorry, you're here, but we want to come want you to come to Collingwood VFL. So took that chance, had a pre-season, backed myself into play rather than go to a standalone club where probably a better chance of playing. But played my first couple of games when they used to do the 23rd player, they get a young fella in, and then just played well enough that I got a spot even after that and was overqualified that I was just plugging holes in that team too before midfield spots opened up in like 2021 where I've become a regular midfielder in the VFL team.
Yeah, okay. So you're always going to, concluding that career or the time at Collingwood, you're always going to go back to Rosebud? So you went back there as a 24-year-old?
Well, yeah, the plan was to get drafted. So the year I missed out, they brought in the mid-season. So that was the carrot that Collingwood would dangle in front of me. It was, you play well enough in the first 8 games, we'll pick you up in the mid-season. So I was, after pre-season, I got to train with the AFL squad like multiple times over the summer. They were some of the best sessions to be a part of, but that's why I'd go in there. Wasn't that far off, so I always felt like I was close, and they'd then tell me that, you know, keep playing well and we'll keep looking at you. And then it wasn't after my last year in 23 when they won the flag, happened to win the BNF in the VFL. Righty gave me a call in October, like middle of the off season, and said, we want you to come down and try out for the SSP spot. So then I got to live out the dream for 3 months, but like training with the squad full time, and then just happened to miss out on a spot. So when they said that, they go, we want you to stay at the VFL. I went, no, not falling for that trick. So I went to Casey for a year.
Did you personally think you did enough?
I personally
when you're driving home from training, I'm going pretty good here.
Yeah, there happened. Unfortunately, there were a couple of injuries when it happened. So there was one spot between about 3 of us, and then it ended up being 6 of us fighting for 3 spots.
Right.
So toss a coin, 50% chance, and every day I'd change my mind. I'd go, I've got a spot, and then I'm going, nah, there's no chance they're picking me. They don't like me. But so I just kept turning up, doing as much as I could. And then it got to the stage where we did the last intra club. I thought I played pretty well, and then we had exits the next day. And Flying Righty told me, sorry, mate, we don't think you're up to it. Fly told me he's losing sleep, so I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse. But he goes, you're that close. So that was a tough pill to swallow, and probably disliked footy for a few months after that because I just tipped in absolutely everything and then still fell short. So I went to Casey and then broke my foot within a couple of months. And
you got a story on that too, haven't you? You kept.
Well, I did it in the second game of the year, playing Footscray. And then the following week was the first year they brought in the VFL versus Sandful state game. So I got selected in that with like Whitey, Mitch White, George Gray. So I really wanted to play in that, and I knew it was just a sore foot. So pushed away scans for a week and was like, nah, it'll be fine. So just had a couple of pills and played that game, and then come back, got the scans, and they go, you got a broken foot, you're out for 4 or 5 months. So that ruined the year.
How'd you play that day when you played that?
I played pretty well, actually. That was probably one of the best games I was part of.
Left or right foot?
It was my right foot, so I was able to kick still. Right. I exclusively kick on my left.
Right.
Now that I've got a big scar on the top of my foot, it actually hurts to kick on my right. But giving away secrets here.
And did the selectors find that out post? Like, shit, this bloke had a banged up foot. We didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did they find out later on?
I don't know. Yeah, just went missing for the VFL season. But unfortunately, it coincided with finishing my apprenticeship for carpentry. So rather than putting footy first for my whole life, I made the change to come back to Rosebud because I had to put life first for once. So unfortunately, didn't get back and play another VFL game after that, which might look back on in a few years. But I'd been told at the highest level that we don't think you're up to it. So I was pretty comfortable making the decision.
So you came back into Rosebud, 2025 premiers for Division 1. You were best and fairest in the comp that year. Not a bad way to kick things off, mate, when you come back into a competition. To rip one off like that.
I don't know whether I deserved it or not. But
doesn't matter.
When you come back with a...
Doesn't matter. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Yeah,
We've told you before.
That's true. I think when you come back and the club makes a big hoo-ha about me coming back, I think the umpires would have slipped me an extra couple of votes just when they don't know whose name to write down.
Yeah.
Put C. Hustwaite at the top for a couple of them, I think.
They need to start doing that for Ndakos. I reckon he's hard done by.
Yeah. If you got to toss the coin, just Ndakos.
We spoke about it just briefly before, and you're fresh off the back of a Devon Meadows game, and we spoke about it off air, and now we're sitting here. Got a bit scary, didn't it?
Yeah, very, very. They're bloody good side out there.
Yeah.
Which
I know we're jumping around here.
Yeah, well, we compared to round 4 or 5 or whenever we had them before, when we were up by close to 100 points at 3/4 time.
Yeah.
We turned up not thinking we could win, but obviously that we had more talent than them, and we made point of it before. But if you don't turn up in Div 1, whether you're playing top side or the bottom side, if you're 5% off, it's enough for a team to jump you. So. Yeah, we found that. I got in at half-time questioning whether I'd even been tackled or later tackled yet. So I was one of the passengers running around, not doing a whole lot. But I look at it, we're wearing our white kit. There's not a lot of blokes with much dirt on them at half-time. So, yeah, it was as simple as just changing the effort piece.
So Danny would have ripped into you, I guess. Or, in a one way or another. Your captain, do you have a crack as well? You think, oh shit, I'm just part of the problem. Well, how does a captain handle? How does a captain handle that?
So I got a little bit of praise from the assistant coaches after the game, just about my leadership.
Good.
After it, because as a player, the last thing I want to get questioned on is my effort.
Yeah.
You can question me about missing kicks and all that sort of stuff. I don't give a stuff about that. But to get questioned on my effort, I didn't like that. So I don't know if Danny knew that was going to flick a switch in my mind, but that was pretty much my message to the boys at halftime was, hey, no one challenges their effort. You can challenge us on anything else, but if someone's telling you you're not trying hard enough, there's no way I'm taking that for 4 quarters.
Yeah, okay.
Leave that at halftime.
No, it's good message. You're a natural leader. What's next? Coaching aspirations moving forward. Is there a bit of is the fire burning a little bit? You know what? I've got a bit of footy intel here. I wouldn't mind using it.
Well, like the boys sit next to me. My brain works like yours when I'm watching footy. I can't sit still and watch it.
Right.
Like, does my head in. If I go to the AFL, I got to sit level 4 so I can watch the whole thing.
Yeah, right.
All that sort of stuff. So
you'll pull it apart.
Even
just watching. Do you follow Collingwood?
I know a lot of the boys, so I find myself tuned.
So you'll sit there and you'll pull it apart and you'll watch blokes going forward. And midfield rotations.
I try to pick things that teams are doing that are going well, like Fremantle at the moment, and Sydney, like with their handball game, stuff like that. I can't sit still and just watch a game as a fan. So the way my mind ticks, I'll definitely see myself coaching one day, but probably not for a few years. Like I know Div 1, like knew he had to go for. But it'd be hard to play a coach at this level. So probably not something I'm going to do anytime soon.
Yeah. But that's something you look at.
Yeah,
as a 30-year-old plus.
Exactly.
When you're old and banged up.
Yeah, years and years down the track still.
Like this.
I'm happy just being an assistant. You don't get as much flack.
Yeah, exactly.
You
get some.
Falls on Dan.
Well, you're a co. In fact, you do.
Jeez, just like demoted him.
No. No, I'm not. I saw him go to work.
Not as important.
We saw him go to work on the weekend, and he's a good operator. We know about the stars down at Rosebud. Who are some of the kids coming through that we should be looking out for that are going to take Rosebud well into the high 2000s and 8s and 9s and continue this success?
We've got young Izzy Ryan Brewster. Have played 2/3 of the game so far. He's to crack into our senior team. I think is very impressive for. I think he's 17. You could be underselling him by a year. He might be 16. I don't know, but he's a bloody good player, and he's got that sort of speed and electricity. Like when he's got the ball, that he could change the game in a few years once he puts on a little bit more size and a little bit more experience playing a faster footy. Isaac Freen's taken a big leap this year, which is good for us.
Yep.
Might be his 3rd year with us, but he's all of a sudden, rather than someone just getting their fingernails on his jumper and being able to tackle him, he's now able to swipe those off and give us a little bit more drive. So I've loved his year so far.
Fantastic. No, that's good. Last one from me, then we'll open up to the boys. Who do you fear the most? Not personally. What team in the comp do you think, shit, we don't really want to play them in a prelim?
Well,
who don't you want to play in a prelim?
Well, there's more than one. So, but
give us a little.
So Leigh,
Langy
absolutely smashed us earlier on in the year, and it'd be dismissive of me to not say Dramana. I know a few of the boys there, and they don't like the fact that they've outplayed us for probably 90% of both games, and we've just fallen over the line. So that goes on to the point that I said before, where good teams just find ways to win. So we've been happy with those. But we're of the understanding that they've completely outplayed us for the majority of both of those games. So either of those teams. And then we've seen Mount Eliza's best at the end of last year. They'll give us a good test this week, but they always find a way.
Yeah.
Right at the end of the year.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt. I've got one more for you guys. That rip. The weight of, we all know the Rosebud brand, but is there any sort of weight of expectation? How do you guys go about a week to week? You just take it a week to week, and it's the old thing, and one week at a time. But you're that good and you're that strong across all the lines. Is there a bit of a weight of expectation around the club that, you know, what we should be achieving here? We're so good and we've recruited so well.
Yeah,
nothing but the best for us.
Yeah, well,
is that a little bit of a weight? Sometimes?
I don't know. No, it's funny you say that because I don't think we feel that because we were on the bottom for so long. So
yeah,
when the leagues first changed in 2018, I think it was, we were in the bottom three fighting to stay out of relegation for so long. So I think still everyone's mentality in the club is we're still overachievers.
Yeah, okay.
So even though we had a good year last year and have started really well this year, we still feel like we're lucky to be there. So okay. I don't know if we play as front runners, but like we're 11-1, and we sort of still don't feel like we've got our game going as well as we want. And then a lot of the boys that have played in the last 10 years haven't seen much success. So everyone you speak to in the rooms is still just so happy to be winning each week.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
it's
blokes,
still fresh.
Yeah, there's a lot of blokes you speak to in the rooms who are super chuffed after every win. Where I could imagine they're like YCW in the days, the supporters would turn up expecting you.
Oh yeah, it's just like who we beaten today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We get in the rooms and we got the old fellas are still chuffed every time we have a win.
Yeah, no, good answer.
No, I feel like we're still overachieving.
Great answer, boys. What do we got?
I'm just going to finish with something totally
right.
different.
I look forward to that.
Got the ladder up.
Mate, I was lucky enough to spend a year around you at Collingwood, mate. And I thought you were one of the probably top 10 players in the VFL that year. You obviously won the VFL Best and Fairest that year. I think Collingwood just snuck in a finals. I think we won a final.
Won a wild card,
Yeah, that's right.
Lost to Willie.
That's right, yep. Was there ever and is there still? Obviously, you went to Casey in that last year, and you've talked about how that didn't transpire because of injury. Is there any regret that maybe a Frankston or a Stanley might have seen you? I'm just looking at a couple of names here. So obviously, the three guys that got picked in that SSP were Lockie Sullivan, Jack Bytel, and Josh Eyre out of the 6U blokes, and I actually got to sit in some meetings as part of my, I guess you call secondmentship that when I was there. So I was lucky and unlucky at the same time. I mean, I knew how close you were. Is there any what if thought for you? Like I don't want to put you in the ground like it's been done.
Yeah,
but
I'm well over it. Cried my tears.
Some of the stuff, and I know the role you played as well at Collingwood. It was pretty tough. Like, is there any regrets that maybe a different path could have led to the ultimate?
Yeah, maybe, but like I guess it was too late to know. But the one for me, like a few people telling you giving up a little bit too early, but I didn't really see it like that. For me, I'd been under the eyes of recruiters from when I was 15. Yeah. So like I said before with the Stingray stuff, they're watching you from 15, so they made their mind up about me. Where the mid-season recruits that are mature age, it's like Tom Stewart who's played in local footy who hasn't been seen yet, and it's something fresh and new where pretty much every recruiter at every AFL club had all their notes on me, and they're backed up by the last 7 or 8 years of what they've seen. So it's not like a flash in the pan and they go, oh, this is something new, like let's get onto this. Yeah. They'd all pretty much made up their mind, and I was okay with that. I still disagree, obviously. Yeah. I'm super confident with how I play, and I reckon I could have played at the top level, but had I been given the chance. But, it is what it is, and I was being under their eyes from, I don't know, maybe 2016 to 2024. So it is 8 years that they got to make up their mind about me. So, I don't know, maybe one day I would have loved to have played at Frankston. That's probably the one regret. But stuck it out with Collingwood because I was right under their nose there, and maybe would have been able to play a more expansive role at Frankston. But I still think that the recruiters would have known what they were getting with me had I done it for a year or two, and probably wouldn't have changed anything.
I think that's my next. I've only got one more before I hand over. I think that's my next question. I look at Jack Bytel. So I got to have a little bit to do with him when he was at St Kilda through Navy, and then he gets delisted, goes to Coburg, and has that rip out. It would have been great to see you at a standalone club because I watched, and for some context, I mean, you started on the bench as the captain of the VFL side nearly every week. Yeah. And I know I was employed there to ask questions. And I'll be asking Josh Fraser, why the fuck is starting on the bench? He goes, mate, we can't do anything. Yeah. We're told where these guys start, AFL players. So, mate, I just thought the way you handled yourself that year, because there was more than 10 of us going, WTF, like, how is this guy not our best mid? Mate. So, yeah, and I love what you've done coming back to Rosebud, mate. I think you had 22 clubs interested in signing you, but I love that you showed some loyalty to go back to a club that at the time was only just starting to build back up, like you obviously with the cherry on top and a few other guys have come with you. But yeah, you're right, Rosebud only a handful of years ago were sitting bang near the bottom of the ladder. And it's great what you blokes been able to do down there, and thanks for coming on, mate.
No, I appreciate kind words too. That does mean a lot. I still get a kick out of that stuff, so I appreciate it. It made it easy to stay at VFL while they're battling away for relegation. There's no real draw. And then the year before I come back, we won a final against Red Hill, and you could see that we're on the right path. And then once they talked Whitey into coming and playing full time, I was like, this, he's the best player I played with at VFL or AFL. So when he signed, I was like, I'm in.
So it sounds like your brother Henry at Hawthorn is going through a very similar phase in his life. You did. Yeah. So does he talk to Big Bro and say, mate, what am I doing here? Am I going here? What am I doing? What am I not doing?
Yeah, it's the only difference is that he's AFL listed, so he's there. He's in the club every single day, and a couple of times just get
literally knocking on the door,
literally knocking on the door. Yeah. Fortunately, I had a couple of setbacks with injuries this year, but we're hoping he's out of contract at the end of this year. But we're hoping teams like what they see enough that they have a spot at a club where he can actually play and show what he can do. Yeah, he anytime he gets to go at Hawthorn, he's been subbed or subbed off half the games he's played. Yeah, right. And lucky to play over 60% game time in the full games he does play. So we just want him to get a fair crack somewhere. That's pretty much all we ask.
So there's probably some silver lining there, isn't there? That he is, because he is AFL listed, and Hawthorn are clearly going to be active at the end of the year. That because you're listed, you can be traded. So I mean, he's probably. Yeah, I know he was potentially bundled up in that Zach Merritt trade last year. And you look at someone like Caleb Sarong, who's gone from Hawthorn, similar boat, couldn't get a go.
Yeah, Jai. Yeah.
Sorry, Jai Sarong. Sorry, the brother. Yeah, Jai Sarong couldn't get a go. He goes to Sydney. He's a star on their list this year. So.
He's only 21. Too,
he's not. Yeah,
so he's
baby. He's not the only one. So like Ned Long's done similar thing at Collingwood. Lockie Bramble. Yeah, same thing. He played a lot of games at Box Hill. So I'm a little bit biased because he's my brother, but like I said, I see the game differently to most people, and I think I'm very smart with how I watch it. I got no doubts that he can play at the top level. He just needs a fair go.
Yeah, 100%. Well said.
All right, I want to lighten the mood a bit. Yep. Can I say though on the back
of what bad, is it?
No. I just want to change it up, change angle a little bit.
You guys don't know
I want to change it a bit, but before I do that, I am a Collingwood supporter, mate. So I've watched you play a lot of VFL games. I still watch Collingwood VFL because I'm always looking at those next ones up, like Puncher, who just got an opportunity recently. These guys. So I too think, mate, you were fantastic at Collingwood. So credit to you, mate, for that. Hey, I want to lighten the mood a bit here. We played Rosebud in 3 weeks. I need some dirt. You ready to go? I've got 10 things, and you have to answer straight away. Give me a player's name straight away. Don't worry about it. Before, you were really worried about putting other teams in the gun, and you didn't answer the question about which one you're worried about the most. Right. You weren't willing to.
What did he say to that?
He didn't answer it. He didn't answer it.
Bloody beautifully.
And he wasn't willing to give tips, but now though, these are your own teammates. You ready to go?
Here we go.
You can't escape.
Can't escape.
Ready to
go?
All right. Remember, these guys can't. There's nothing going on. So whatever we say here stays.
You have to give us a player name. You have to give us a player name, and you're not allowed to skip it. Ready to go? Okay. Which player at Rosebud loves the mirror the most pre-game?
Mirror.
Loves looking at himself. Wants to look the best when he runs out. Who looks in the mirror before they run out?
Isaac Freen.
That's nice. Okay, I remember that one. Right. Who's the biggest pest at Rosebud?
Pest, Nick Sakalis.
Yeah, I would have said that.
No hesitation.
And he runs around. I saw he was playing on Dean Kent on the weekend.
I think every other team knows that.
Yeah. He's actually a nice guy, Nick.
He's a ripper.
I know Nick. He's a good fella.
He's my best mate.
Which player is the coach's pet?
Coach's pet. Oh, Simo. Your recruit.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's a ripper, Backman.
Yeah. He got him from the same club.
Doesn't get beaten. Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Danny handpicked him because he's one of his favourites.
Loves him. Yeah. Over Hayes. Jeez. Which player has the weirdest habit, and what is it?
Oh, shit.
That's a good one.
That's caught me off guard. I pay a lot of attention to my teammates, but I don't know if I pay that much.
Yeah,
close
that's
Got to
attention.
answer. Got to answer. Don't let it
Kind of-
go.
kind of a bit
Weird
creepy.
habit. Someone who does something that.
Weird habit. I might just make something up, make someone look real bad.
You can come back to it if you
Throw
want.
one
You
up.
can pass
Yeah,
and come back.
I'll come back to that.
Come
Come back to that.
back to
Rightio.
that.
Which player is elite at another sport?
Elite at another sport. Reed Nanscowen. Did I say Reed yet?
No.
No, he's an elite basketballer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, state, all that sort of stuff.
Oh, wow. It's good to know. You play footy too. Which player likes to check his possessions at the end of the game?
It's probably Steve Cumming checking his hit-outs. Probably the one. He's always pushing for more.
Like it. Outside of you, because we've established this, and let's say outside of you and Whitey, who would be the next coach? Not of Rosebud. Who would be the next player outside of the two of you to coach?
I don't know if we've got anyone smart enough outside of me and Whitey.
There you go. There's your answer. That's a good answer.
That's your answer.
I'll take that. Yeah, it's a ripper.
I don't know if I'd listen to any of the other boys.
Dempster?
No, Mitch, no. Mitch Reese, no. Blake, definitely not.
Tid?
Dicko?
Dicko would be all right. I don't know if he'd have much value. He might just pump you up.
All right, we'll say Dicko. Rightio. You said already that your opposite's not great. Who has the best opposite at Rosebud?
Best opposite. Aaron Colombo all week's been telling me his opposite's the best.
He came back in this week, too.
He did come back in. He gets his chances. Well, I don't know. Not a lot of our blokes use it, to be honest.
They can get out of it.
Just a fail-safe, yeah. Just break glass, really.
Yeah. Player most likely to take on Whale in an arm wrestle.
Oh, that might be Hazy.
Oh, Hazy probably would take him on too.
He wouldn't win.
No, he wouldn't win.
No one would win.
Nah.
But Hazy might have a crack.
He'd have a go. Yeah.
Too shiny.
Kuipers might have.
Kuipers, yeah, he's got the farm strength.
Yeah.
He throws blokes
Yeah, he
around.
does.
So, yeah,
Strong.
they're probably one of those two.
Yep. I've got to go back to it. Weirdest habit.
Weirdest habit.
Surely
And what is it?
someone's got it.
Yeah, you got me stumped here. I'd have to have a look at our team sheet.
Is Nick Mason still wearing track pants during the warm-up?
Nick Mason, yeah, that's a good one, actually. Yeah. Nick Mason doesn't get ready until we're, on the way out to where we're going to warm up.
Right.
So every bloke's in boots, shorts, socks, all that. Have a kick at 3/4 time. He stays in the rooms, still full pre-game kit. And then once everyone comes back in, he quickly gets changed and then comes out to warm up.
Okay, there you go.
That's I haven't actually asked if it's superstition or anything, but he's just lazy.
It's a good one.
And I've got one last one. One last one. Very talented footballing family. Your old man tells me how good he was. I actually didn't see him play. Who is the best Hustwaite in their prime? Their prime, at their best. Your old man in his prime. Who's the best?
Well, I've had plenty of old blokes tell me it would be my old man.
Yeah,
but I'm not taking.
He must have been.
I'm not taking that. It'd be me. It'd have to be me.
I like it. Great way to finish.
Me and Henry have the arguments. I'd outsmart him.
Yeah, I like it.
That's fantastic. That's a good way to wrap it up.
No, that's good.
Campbell Hustwaite, thanks for coming in, mate. It's been fun. Good one, Macca.
Yeah, that's
good. You actually can bring some value to the show from time to time.
I might have to get Mac a response.
Hey, Macca's. I like it. Macca's crackers.
I like
it. Get a bloody box of biscuits or something.
Favourites.
All the best to Rosebud moving forward. You've got, what do you got? You got Manalizer. You haven't got the easy run. You got Manalizer, YC, Morno, Langy, Edie, and Pines coming home. Yep. So you looks like you're probably going to finish on top when we look at all those things. We'll give you 3 or 4 wins at least out of that.
Plenty of speed humps in the way.
Yeah. So you're going to be in the top couple, mate, and there on the last, I dare say, the last Saturday in September. So all the best to Rosebud moving forward, mate. Mate, you're a joy. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully we can get you back near the final when you're in the granny again, or very close to it.
Yeah, grand final show. That'd be good.
Be fantastic. We'll get back in the garage. Might polish the garage up a little bit and get the
nice.
cone, get the spitter, get Buddy Macca's spitter.
Get the roller door up, get the sun in.
Yeah, exactly. What we did last time.
Yeah.
We're going to be back after the break with the Division 2 side of the show. You're watching and listening to Halftime Heroes.
This is Halftime Heroes.
Looking for unbeatable deals on new and used Toyotas? Head to Frankston Toyota, where great service meets great value. From rugged Hilux to fuel-efficient Corolla, we've got the perfect car for every driver. And right now, crazy low finance rates for selected models. Come see why locals trust Frankston Toyota. Just off the freeway. Easy to find, hard to beat. T's and C's apply. Visit frankstontoyota.com.au today.
It's a hurricane. It's a hurricane. It's a hurricane.
Welcome back to Halftime Heroes, the latest on local sport across the Mornington Peninsula.
Let's go, campers.
Is Jane back today?
No, she's not.
She needs to be.
She can't be.
Why can't she be back?
Because we've been here for 2 hours already.
Why not?
Welcome back to the Halftime Heroes. Well done. That was very good.
He's a bright young man, and he's a ripper.
He's an
You just got to
absolute
load him and
ripper.
off he goes. Just got to pull the string at the back.
He did.
Fantastic.
He did remind us though that one of the reasons why I asked him to come in was to talk to him about the re-signing of his captaincy for 2027. So he signs on, him and Mitch White. So well done.
Fantastic.
Well done to Campbell Hustwaite. There's
Great
no
get.
question about that. Unbelievable footballer, and your intel into Macca, into him as a VFL footballer, and the new segment Macca's 10 fire.
Yeah, I reckon we'll keep going with that one.
10 fire.
The 10. I'm gonna sharpen that up too.
I was surprised.
I'm gonna dig right in. Yeah. I want to sponsor that.
Yeah.
We'll organise that.
Let's see how you go, mate. Come on.
I'll just see how I go.
You got to be consistent, mate.
It's true. It's early. That's early.
That's early. I'll see how I go with Luna Park tomorrow.
Couple of vouchers.
Exactly. They still have the Mighty Mouse? No, they never did.
gone.
No, that's gone. That was too dangerous.
Too dangerous.
Too much
Anyway,
fun.
let's jump straight into Division 2 football because it was also a cracking round.
It's Mornington play Devon Meadows. No, that's
No,
the chief. The
not
chief's
even.
off.
Yeah,
Now
of
he's got
course
the
he's
buttons back again.
It was happened at RJ Rowley Reserve, and it was Rye Football Netball Club taking on Bomb Beach, and Bomb Beach. Well done, Jamie Molo. He had the opposite effect, taking chocolates.
He signed.
No, he
He has signed. Did you see that?
And the
signed.
Moz is gone.
Yeah,
Out of the
Moz
cone.
gone.
No more Moz.
No more Moz.
Campbell will win by 1,000 points this week. So the Moz is. I hope he doesn't.
Are you forgetting about the Chelsea game, mate? We're just going to watch.
No. But the Moz lasts for months.
Oh, okay.
It's a bad
does.
Moz.
Look at Cribby.
It's a bad Moz.
Poor Annis has done nothing
It's an extra bad one.
since he's been in here.
How's Rye going? How's the balloons going?
Yeah, no, well, JK did call it a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, so let's jump into the scores. It was 14-9-93, defeating Rye at RJ Rowley Reserve. They would have been flat as tack, 7-11-53. In the best for Rye, please, Chief, it was Oscar Richards, James Nevinson, Billy Swain, Peter Hampton, and Tate Dennis. Few young names there, Jake. And in Bomb Beach, it was Owen Everts, Roland DeBias, Tom McKinley, Chris Hall, and Luther Hill. Jake, you said a couple of weeks ago that we were going to start to see an impact on the Demons down at RJ Rowley Reserve through injury, and I think we're seeing every bit of it.
Yeah, 100%. Just the caliber
Oh,
of
welcome
their
back
list.
to the main.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the main stage.
Yeah, it feels good
It was
to
a
be back.
quick. It was a little demotion. Wasn't it?
Yeah,
Lasted
a little
an hour and a
time
half.
out.
Yeah.
Little time out.
Well, I
He's
think
back.
it's important that he is back because we're going to be talking about Frankston
Right.
soon and
Yeah.
and Bizda.
Best I show my face for that one.
Jeez, just shut the fuck up.
I'll be hiding your face.
Yeah, just say nothing.
But yeah, no, they've definitely got a few players missing, and even with you've still got Taj in the midfield, but Lockie Crow didn't play. Their new signing from Sorrento Doherty didn't play like that. They're missing a lot. Strickland's still not in. Sonny Campbell-Farrell's still missing. There's a lot missing from that list, and I think there's a lot of depth missing as well. When you think of in the off season, they signed Ryan Hadley. He has not played. Now he's had some personal things go on, but then he's just very much like me. He just hasn't played the whole season. You got JJ that goes down. So this was always going to be their tough month leading in. This was just the draw that they had. They had some pretty hard ones, but Bomb Beach was definitely the game that they should have won.
Yeah.
So I've got the draw of the top 7, and I'll go through that later when Gammers goes through the ladder. But
Okay, ladder.
Rye's Rye might be in a bit of strife. I think.
I think they are. Look at that.
Yeah, they are. Bomb Beach, it's a credit to Jamie and the hard work that he's been
100%.
putting in. It was fantastic to hear from him when he was in the garage. But and well done to Jamie Molo too for the re-signing of season 2027. So it's huge for Bomb Beach.
Fantastic.
Great lockdown.
It's a heavy deck at Rye at the moment. I was out there watching my young fella have a kick around for Rye, and it's not in great.
I drove past it this morning. It is worse.
I find it quite interesting because you talk about Rosebud's ground getting redone, and I am hearing through the grapevine that the whole ground's going to be done. But how does Rosebud get fully done? Sereno's gets done, and they do a patch of Rye, and the rest of the ground now is cooked, and all the juniors are running around on that.
They've only done patchwork at Sorrento
as well.
Okay. Is there finals at Rosebud this year? The finals were announced. The finals venues were announced.
They have been announced.
Yeah. Rye, they normally play it. It's not this year.
No.
They wouldn't be able to host. I would doubt that ground. If are they playing at home? I don't know. Are they playing at home this week, right? Because like that ground, all the juniors are running around it on Sunday, and it was it's pretty average.
Yeah, I think they will be playing at home because they played Red Hill at Red Hill.
So they're going to train on that ground all week, mind you. We'll find out off Jane, I guess, about the weather. But we if they're going to train on it on Tuesday,
we won't beef. Gammers has got anything to do with it. He's fucking stopped Jane from.
She's Jane with a ladder.
Gammers. She's an integral part of the show. She's gone to the stone. She's back. She's waiting. She's sitting by the phone, waiting.
That's the most embarrassing thing.
and you know,
and you lowering a fucking pretend cone isn't.
It's got integrity compared to Jane.
Got integrity.
Jane is terrible.
That's good. If our cone has ever got integrity, folks, just let us know because it's the wildest thing.
I'll tell you what. If I was coaching Rye, I wouldn't be training on that ground this week.
Nah.
You got to play on Saturday.
What do you do?
Well, you got to go find somewhere else to train. The ground's in shitty nick.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's not their fault. It's not the club's fault. It's not their fault. But their juniors, I looked at it on the weekend. Their juniors are running around on it.
Well, they've got what's the joint down the bloody road? Stringers Reserve. So they've got that. Girls used to play there for a while, so they could go and train there.
If they left it for the next 4 to 5 days, it might sort of dry up a bit. The weather does look okay for the rest of the week. So I just think if they're going to train on that, they're going to rip that apart.
That's all good and well though as well, Macca. But all their juniors train on that.
Yeah, they do.
So it's
that's
like
what Macca said.
They got a clinic on Wednesday night with Jack Gunston coming down, so they'll probably be on that. So I don't know. Like I just look at it and think,
jeez, imagine if Jack ran out there and twinged something.
I was heavily criticised for my comments about the Rye ground when we went down there, and it's not Rye's fault. They got 4 injuries out of our game.
Yeah,
so you can't help. I'm just thinking out loud here that ground being the way it is has coincided with their dip in form, their dip in player availability, and they've now slidden out of the 5, which is not great. So it's a big problem.
That's right.
It's a very good point you make, Gunners.
Yep,
I like it.
Yep. The next game, boys, was at Chelsea Recreation Reserve, and it was Chelsea getting the job done over a powering Seaford. 41 points in the end, 16-6, 102 defeating Seaford 9-7-61. 41 points, as I said. Chief?
Got a fair bit of flack about this match for not being a match of the round. And when I stated my opinion and got flack, but I thought Chelsea would do this easily, and they did. But
they did 41 points. That's why it was a match of the round.
Yes, correct. I'd just like to reiterate that to the people that sent messages of
displeasure.
Yes,
I thought it was.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
First, second. No, it's not really the result.
No, you wouldn't have thought.
No, that's exactly right.
McQuillen Rain is still out, isn't he? He's out for some time. If he did a Hemi.
He missed this game.
So it's the McQuillen Rain factor.
Yeah. Well,
kicking in.
Mate, there is
it's
no
dominant.
question about that. In the best for Chelsea, it was Kai Love, Lene, Todd Gardner, Josh Granger, Jack Wallace, Sam Simpson, and in for Seaford, it was Angus Giddings, Constable, Brendan Dawes, Lockie Osborne, Jared Willis. I think you've just hit the nail on the head, Commish. I think no McQuillen Rain, and I'm not going to go as far to say no Seaford, but geez.
It would have been closer.
Yeah.
Even though Chelsea would have still would have got the points.
Have we got any stats on that game, Chief? No stats on that game. That is a shame.
A lot of the games haven't come through.
A lot of the games haven't come through. It's disappointing.
Yeah.
Oh, just come up.
There
So just hit outs, please. What was just... hit outs.
Yeah, 45-35. Yeah,
That
so they're
would have
dominant.
been completely on the other
100%.
other end of the scale.
Yep.
Given Seaford first use of the footy, would have been very different. Good point by
Geez,
you,
that
Commissioner.
tackle counsellor.
What about clearance?
Scroll it down.
Chelsea just went
Tackles
Mushka in
38.
third.
Yeah. I suppose you don't tackle when you got the ball, do you?
Yeah.
Clearance chief,
Well,
his clearance is
Matt
there.
do.
38,
No clearance.
38, 50. It's low on both sides.
That is 100%.
Interesting.
Only 10 points at half time, and then Chelsea obviously switched on and said, you know what, let's flex some muscles here. We are the best team in the comp for a reason.
Yep. The next game, boys, was at Crib Point Recreation Reserve, and it was Crib Point taking on Hastings, and Kev's Mob gets it done by 8 points, 10-10-70, defeating Crib Point at home 9-8-62. In the best for Crib Point, it was Josh Lagrice, Peter Whelan, Miles Shepherd, Liam Tyrrell, and Leigh Sheehan. And in for Hastings, it was Cade Foster, Thomas Moschillo, Jake Millwood, absolute superstar. He's Wes Rietvit, and Nathan Gamble.
Gamble?
Yeah,
No relation?
No relation.
He'd be all right, wouldn't he?
Yeah. Would he?
He must go all right, surely. Great win for Keb's Mob, and Crib Point.
Well, we called it last week. We said that they'll get scuttled. Well,
Yeah.
that's
In
what
all
happened.
sorts. In absolute all
They
sorts.
are.
They copped a bit of heat, Hastings, on the Game Face footy show, actually noticed during the week. So
Did
that's a good response. Yeah,
Did they?
they put him in the bin a little bit.
Did they?
So I was like, I thought Hastings been
No
tracking.
one puts Kevin the
thought
bin,
Hastings
do
been
they?
tracking all right, and yeah, that's a great result for them. Frank's probably what they've been building up to. I know Pierce started putting away last week, but they were good against us.
You got to. So, are we just liking
I'm just
Hastings'
turning down
trajectory?
Gamma's,
Just going
volume
along
for the
nicely
next-
under Kev's tutelage? aren't
Yeah,
they?
I would think that that'll give him a lot. I think Cade Foster obviously been a super player this year. I think that'll give him a lot of confidence. And Crib Point, like you look at that all day. They've probably led that game all day. I'd love to know when Hastings hit the front, but you can see I reckon they've led it all day. So it'd be interesting to see sort of that mapping of how late it was they fell behind.
Yeah.
But you look at the numbers and they're all pretty even. But credit to Hastings for getting that job done. Would I be right in saying that Gammons, you can probably answer this. Have Crib Point lost a few players? Like Lagrice is playing there. They've got most names I would probably think are there. Have they got a couple missing, or is it just a drop off on form in general?
It's a bit of an enigma, to be honest, because I look at their list. It looks reasonably sound. Coughlin played. Farmer's been the one. I think they look a little bit different with him up forward, organised. But he hasn't played since round 2, so I don't know if that's injury or commitments elsewhere. The Tyrrell boys are playing. They did have a couple out, I think, against us. Like they're playing a couple of young fellas, like the Sipthorpe Foster. He's a private school kid. Nathan Cross come up from the 2s, but yeah, I don't know. There's a few people wondering what's going on there.
To take nothing away from Hastings, I'm not trying to do that. I just would like to get a read on Crib Point because just after last year and expectation and everything like that,
And their start of the issue was super strong.
Yeah, it was, and they've been on a bit of a slide since then. So just wondering what might be going on there, and who knows?
So they nearly make the finals last year. They come out. I thought they recruited pretty well over the off season. Come out and smack Frankston Bombers round 1.
Yep.
And I only know this because we played them a couple of weeks ago. Their wins since then, they've only had the 3 have been against Hastings the first time, Tyab and Kringle. Yeah. So, it's been a bit of a drop-off. Needs to be addressed.
The next game was Frankston at Baxter Park, and it was Frankston just absolutely flexing against Tyab. Let's be honest. It was no great scalp, but 25-13. 163, defeating Tyab by 137 points, 4-2, 26.
Brisbane Lions, Essendon kind of score line. There's a guy, I know you're going to just about to do the best, but there's a guy named in that best that's just returned from overseas that makes the Bombers look a little bit different.
We made them 7 goals different.
There was a big write-up with him as well. Jai Block kicks 7, Jared Grant kicks 4, but Alex Harnett is the man you are talking about. I believe.
I'm actually talking about Jai Block.
You are talking about Jai Block. But Alex
he played last week as well.
Yeah, he did.
Good player.
Yeah, great player. Bailey Welsh, Jai Block, Sam Foster, and Brody Smith. And in the best for Tyab, what, Chief?
I'm just trying to say that word. That's all. It won't come out of my mouth.
Oh,
No, I can't say it.
Not fraudulent behaviour.
Frauds.
I'll say it, mate. I don't care.
Just,
I've only bet Seaford. That's the only team in the top 5 they've beaten.
Trouble saying it. That's all.
In the best 4 tie, it was Liam Greer, Corey Buchan, Bradley Williams, Harley Dale, and Ryan Warren. 7 for Jai Block. Looks pretty good, Macca.
Yeah, Jai Block is a good player. I've coached against him. He's very hard matchup, and obviously with Jared Grant now sitting down there, they've got a lot more firepower now. And I think they're timing their run, and I'm sure we'll get to it at some stage about their draw on the way home because it is tough.
The next game was up at the Hill, Red Hill Recreation Reserve, and it was against Gamma's Mob. This one could have gone either way, but Somerville took the chocolates in the end by 4 points, 9-12-66, defeating Red Hill at home 9-8-62. In the best for the Hillmen, it was Thomas Lewis, Matthew Emmanuel, Sam Gov, and Oscar Lewis and Cade Morgan. And for Summy Gamaju had Ben Cadets, Lockie Sharp, Mace DeWitt, love you, Mace, Oliver Heavey, and Max Clevercamp. Bring us through this one, please.
Well, I was saying to Macca offline, it's a funny game, this one. Both teams probably a little bit under strength. So it's probably not a real great representation of what the two teams are going to do, hopefully, in the postseason.
Jeez, it was close each break, wasn't it? What a cracking game.
Yeah, like we lost the toss and kicked into the wind, and it was probably the best quarter of our game, to be fair. We kicked 2 goals, 5, and then we started the second quarter. I think we kicked the first 3 points of the second quarter in like the first 2 minutes of the quarter. We just couldn't get through the big ones, and that probably hurt us, and it has hurt us numerous times this year. And you keep a good side like Red Hill in the game long enough, and they get their momentum and kick truly. And some injuries throughout the day. It would have been a good game as a bystander. It wasn't going for either of the teams. It would have been it was two teams cracking in. I think it got out to maybe 16 points was the biggest margin all day. Blowing a goal to one end up there as it does, big ground. And look, they're the ones you've got to win. I think I said last couple of weeks the games in July are worth their weight in gold, and we're lucky enough to get away with that one.
Mm-hmm. The form of Lockie Sharp is super important, mate, isn't he?
Oh, mate, yeah, he played a real good game. Started in the ruck. I actually said to him after the game, he probably if he was in the AFL on Supercoach, he'd be a dual position player, ruck forward now. He's huge impact on the game. 4 goals, 30 odd touches. He was everywhere for us.
Do you put any work into Lewis for them? He sits out on a wing, kicks the ball well. Any work on him?
Which one?
Oscar.
Yeah, so Thomas Lewis come up a little bit for us. We thought they would come to us a little bit. We've got a little theme going on at the moment around the World Cup at soccer, and we obviously we do Oppo, but we've really concentrated on our own game. Because I think in these months you need to know what the opposition's strengths are, but if you execute your best, you probably get the chocolates more often than not. And I think we've been a little bit too worried about opposition teams in the past.
Yep.
Yeah. So yes, we did, but we've got a real focus on us at the moment.
For sure. And the other thing I just noted in that game, there's a guy. If you go back to that playlist, there's a guy playing for Red Hill there who would be nearly 40 years old.
Number 3.
So were you expecting him to be out there, Chris Irving?
No. I knew the night before that something was going on because there was no Red Hill team named, and I was hearing a few whispers that a few went down on the Thursday night, which actually makes it harder. So I didn't really know what we were going to face until about 10:30 in the morning. We'd planned for a few. No disrespect to Chris, but he's well past the one of the MPFNL's best players, which he was. So look, he sat in the goal square as we thought he would. They've got, I think Red Hill are just dangerous because they've got a lot of those prototype 6'2" runners who use the ball well, tackle well, mark the ball well. So that was another thing for us. If we could just play our game, then you kind of take that strength away from them. And I reckon for the first quarter it was a Somerville game. Second quarter definitely wasn't. And then the second half was just who could crack in and get a score. And we were lucky to be on the right side of that one.
Yep.
The next game, the last final game in round 12, it was played on the 11th of July, and it was, that's the wrong one. It was Coringal taking on Pearsdale, and boy, oh boy,
they gave a shout, didn't they?
Absolutely, Coringal. They're just getting better, Macca, aren't they, with each and every game?
This is a little bit like the Devon Meadows Rosebud game at half time, where the underdog is, has a healthy lead at half time and probably in a really good position going in, and then just happened to run out of steam and not get it done. And I'm sure, Pearsdale's coach put him on the acid like Danny would have with Rosebud, and just hammered him at half time just to say, this is just not good enough, boys. We're playing some bloody good footy, and we're having a late run to make this 5, and then we're just not getting it done. So if you want to play finals, you got to win this one. Like that would have been if they'd have dropped that would have been a real dint in the whole system.
That was a win.
Yeah, 100%.
We were wondering, Sus, whether there was anything to do with the loss of one of their players throughout the week. One of their
they did have there was a tragedy.
And
so,
whether that affected the players at all.
And we'll put some vision up on the screen now of what they did prior to the match. And again, they talked about Damon Scully and put a photo of a fun run at the beginning of the year round, and courtesy of Doug Farr there, he took a video of him reflecting prior to the match both teams, which was great. And I'd imagine the club would be suffering at that time and going through a lot. So well done to get over the line, and they did a fantastic job under trying conditions.
Good on them.
If you missed it, it was Pearsdale in the end by 8 points, 11-9-75, defeating Coringal 10-7-67 in the best for Coringal. It was Callan Dixon, Taylor Valentine, Bay, Ben Howden, Zach Bartling and Josh Cornish, and in for Pearsdale it was Hugh Jones, Luke Daniel, Colin Thornton, Connor George Kapulopoulos, and Luke Setinieri.
And that's taking nothing away from Coringal. They're improving.
Absolutely, they're improving.
Must be close to their highest score of the year, and certainly their narrowest margin.
That'll be Pearsdale's most important win of the year. Like everyone will talk about how they knocked off Chelsea and Somerville and all that. That's the game that you can lose all your momentum when you got to come from the clouds. Yeah. And I think a lot of people are expecting them to run out of steam at some point. That could have been the one. So it's important to get the jockeys there.
6-goal third quarter. That did it. Now it is time for, thanks to Hurricane Ladders. What is it, please, Commissioner?
Well, it's Gamble's Ladder Watch, but I don't think he likes it. He likes Hurricane Buddy Hurricane Harry. Something going on with Gambles.
She's going to lose this sponsor pretty quick, aren't we?
What'd you say, Hurricane?
I can't remember.
We're not going to lose it as long as we keep saying
Gamble's Ladder Watch.
Hurricane. I just need a jacket, a warm jacket with Hurricane ladders.
Yeah, that'd be
sort me out.
We'll work on that.
All right, Div 2.
5 of them.
Div 2 ladder after round 13. It's starting to really take shape. Chelsea remain a game clear. 44 points, 181.5. That's a huge percentage. You look at the fours, 1,514 points they've kicked this year, which is well ahead of second best. Somerville in second spot, 40 points, 139.5. Seaford just dropped to third, 36 points, 139.4. And I think there's a cracking game coming up for second and third next round. Red Hill just hang around in fourth, 36 points, 121.5. Pearsdale, as we just talked about, that really important to get that 8-point win, keeps them inside the top 5. If they don't win that, Frankston Bombers take their spot, right, with that healthy percentage. So Pearsdale, 36 points, 117.3. So it's pretty tight in that top 5. And then Frankston Bombers are lurking, 32 points, 160.1%. So second best offense and top defense in the comp, Frankston Bombers, and 6-6. That's pretty.
Loving that defensive number.
They got an 8-point game coming up then.
I've got a couple.
Every week there's at least 2 or 3 8 points.
Every week. Rye
makes no sense.
Rye now just starting to find it a bit tough. They, 4 weeks ago was sitting third. They're now a game and healthy percentage out of the 5, 32 points, 97.5. Bonnie spoke to Jamie during the week. They're aiming to be best of the rest. That's part of their motto, and they're proving that now. Eighth spot, 20 points, 83.9. Cribby dropped down to 9th, 16 points, 90.9. Hastings Well, they could battle. That could be a battle for 9th and 10th, couldn't it, come the later rounds? Hastings now on 12 points, 75.8. Kringle, 8 points, 58.2. And Tyab still yet to open their account. And it's starting to get a bit tough, I reckon, around them.
Come on, boys.
34.2.
Can I ask a question, Gammers? You probably won't be able to answer this because you haven't actually been in the position. I would love to know, and you just spoke about Bond Beach trying to be the best of the rest, and I love that mantra. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I love that mantra. But is there anything in the seeded draw and finishing in the bottom four? Not from it. I mean, you got to know. You got to know like that you're signed. You got to know that you're as a coach, right? So you got to know you're signed for the following year, so you're safe. And then you sit there going, "Well, shit." No, I just mean if you finish in the bottom four and you get to play each other, you get to play them twice. Some sides will, JK will go through it. Some sides have got a really tough run home because they're playing all the top sides again in the last few. Is there any way? I'm not talking to Jamie because that's not in his sights, and I'm just wondering. Rye, probably not because they've had a pretty good year. But Crib Point, if they finish there at 9th, they're going to have a seeded draw next year and they could reload and go again.
I hate the discussion around it. We were in a similar position last year where we could have put the white flag up and said, "Yep, we'll do that," but then you're not attracting.
You played finals though.
We did, but we were only like 2 weeks ago. We were only one game better off than what Crib Point were with 8 to go. And it would have been very easy. And Crib Point were seen as a team. Well, we finished 5th. They finished 6th last year as a team that would finish similar to us. Now, I've got a feeling if you throw the white flag up, you're not attracting good players to your club.
No, I agree with that. I just think the anomaly in the MPFNL, and I've said it for years because I've come from coaching Beaconsfield in a different comp, and you know my feelings on how this comp should have panned out a few years ago. But this is that some sides play each other twice, some sides don't. Yeah. So until you have 3 divisions of 10, it sits there as an opportunity.
And this is the first year since I've been in 2023 that I reckon it's had an impact on where teams are on the ladder this late in the year. Because we haven't had a couple of rises that we didn't see coming that have probably benefited from that. So I love what Bonnie are doing. I think there's merit to both, but I just think Jamie knows where he's taken that group. He's signed on. I know he's got some recruits in the gun. He's going to grow that playing group. I expect them to play top 5 next year. So, I think his view, which will be similar to ours, is if we're going to make it, we might as well beat the teams we should.
I know Rye, for instance, they've been gunning. They've liked themselves all year about making the 5. So I know they've been gunning for it and they won't stop. I know Bonnie won't. So we're talking Crib Point down. So I just look at them and go, well, if they've dropped off a little bit, what's the carrot for Crib Point right now?
Yeah.
It's
going well, which probably adds another dynamic to it, doesn't it? Hey, do you start chasing some silverware over none?
Yeah, true.
We've got, before we get some takeaways, Jake, you got some interesting intel.
Yeah, so I took it upon myself. There was good discussion about it. I think 2 weeks ago, Gammers posed a question of who in the top 7 miss out of the top 5. So I was like, interesting. Let's go through the draw. So I've gotten the last 5 games of all the top 7, and I've personally ranked them on what I feel is the hardest draw coming home to the easiest draw. So I think, and hence my statement with Frankston of being fraudsters, their run home's really tough. So they've got Chelsea, Somerville, Red Hill, Hastings, and then Pearcedale, which are all pretty solid games that they have to come home and win. Obviously, if they are to prove themselves, they're going to have to play all those teams in the finals anyway, bar Hastings. But that is a really tough road coming home. And
they're all above them on the ladder.
Exactly right. And that is why their percentage is so big. And their defensive numbers are so big because they're playing bad teams that can't score. So that shows their numbers, and that's why I've been off them all year. And it'll come out, and you can speak to me. I'll happily swallow my words at the end of the regular season because that's when the pointy end starts. You know what I mean? That's when they start to play the good caliber of teams again.
If they make it, they earn it.
Exactly right. 100%.
They're good enough to do it.
Yeah, 100%. And then I'd sort of put Sammy and Chelsea in a fairly even boat with Chelsea obviously having Frankston again. We've got Chelsea that have Tyab, Pearcedale, Cribby, and then Sammy. And I had Chelsea down to win 2 of those games 100%, and then 3 of those games go either way. And then Summy have Seaford, Bombers, Coringal, Rye, and then Chelsea. And I had Summy in the same boat with 2 of those wins, and then 3 of those could go either way. And then I've got Seaford and Red Hill that are some of the easiest roads home. So Seaford in particular, because they finished so low last year, they've got Summy, obviously going to be a tough game. Then they've got Hastings, Tyab, Coringal, and Bomb Beach as their run home. And they're sitting in third.
That's a seeded draw side from the year before. There's my point.
That's
your point.
exactly right. So you look at Seaford and where they can tab on numbers. They're currently sitting in third, and you look at that, you probably shoe them in for at least 4.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that takes them to, depending on how the 2 above them go with what goes where, realistically, like if things fall in their favour, they could 100% finish top 2, depending, maybe jump up there. So that was really interesting to me. And then we've got Pearcedale as well, which they're run home somewhere in the middle with Bomb Beach, Rye, Chelsea, Tyab, and Bombers. And I had them winning 3, depending if they stay in form, which they've been smacking sides recently. Obviously, condolences to the whole club with Scully and stuff. And obviously that would have been a big game for them going out to Coringal, and very emotional game with everything they did at the start. And it would have been a bit of a slow start for them, but they got up and about eventually. So hopefully that they can keep their slide on the up. Obviously, I didn't say what the way the slide was going at the start of the season. I said they were sliders. I just didn't know.
It's hard to slide up, mate.
Didn't say
you don't slide up a hill. Here we go. You don't slide up a hill, Joe.
So yeah, I'm on the bandwagon up the Pearcedale boys.
Never seen anyone slide up a slide of you.
Commission off the playground now. I'm going to go slide up the slide.
Oh yeah, can you? As long as I don't have to push on the swings, mate, I'm happy.
So yeah, just a little interesting top 7 run home. I think, the whole seeded draw thing definitely comes into play when you're looking at your Seaford and you're looking at your Bombers. So it'll be very interesting coming home.
Very, very interesting. All right, let's get some takeaways, please. Chief, we'll start with you, if I may.
Frankston Bombers. So I think with some numbers back in Block and Grant pull on the boots again, so it makes it interesting. So are they preparing for a run home?
Okay, very good. Jake?
Mine hurts to say, obviously, because of my links with the club, but I question whether Rye can win a game coming in for the rest of the season. They've got Red Hill, Pearcedale, Hastings, Summy, and Cribby. I penciled in that Cribby and Hastings are probably their gettable games, but with their injury list, and if they don't get some calibre back, I'm not sure how the rest of their season pans out. So for a team that was pushing for finals and started the year so strong to then fall victim to some injury woes and their list not so healthy, I think, it's a sad sight for Rye.
Fair enough. It is sad. No good. Macca?
I said a few weeks ago that Red Hill will win 7 of their last 8. They've just dropped that one to Gammers' boys.
They're clean slate now.
I still think they'll win the rest. Yeah.
And finish up with
what's their run name?
Rye,
16
Cribby,
wins.
Bombers, Bomb Beach, and Coringal. So I ranked them
the
with
Bombers one's going to be the one.
Yeah, second easiest draw home.
Yeah, I think they'll win the lot. And that, the Bombers game is going to be the one that's at the toss of the coin in that one. And it'll depend on how many they've got a couple out at the moment, but I know they're short-term injuries.
Yep. Commissioner?
I've been all over Summy, not just because a great mate is here. It's I think they won a game they had to win, and when we look at the repercussions on the ladder, they really did have to win it. And the good teams win when they have to, and they did, and they will continue on their merry way. So I like those gutsy wins away from home on a shitty, bloody freezing cold day down at Red Hill's a good win.
Mm-hmm. Are they in fifth gear yet?
No, they're still in fourth.
Still fourth. Okay.
About 2,200 reps.
Okay.
So we don't change gears. We do about 3,800.
There's a bloke on the sidelines that'll help it get to fifth. I'll give it the tip.
Yeah. Correct. And maybe even it's a 6 gear.
It is 6 years.
They're all 6 speed now.
The coach will put in a 6.
I haven't driven a manual in years.
Really?
I love dropping.
Oh no, auto.
Is your bloody car manual?
No.
Which one?
Which
one is going to say? There is a special car out there. I did notice it.
Jeez, you hear it coming up the road. Which one did you bring out tonight? Which
No,
which
one
car
of
to take out tonight, Charlie?
one of
Get out the
them's-
pool.
Which
one of
one
them's,
does
got
which
some
one,
issues.
Which one does Mason like going in? Do you bring him? Do you put Bruce out?
Lockie Sharp, which car would you like to go to training in, honey?
Oh, well.
I want the blue one, Chief. Okay, we'll take the blue one.
For me, I think it's the rise of Coringle. Coringle
Yes,
and really Bomb
good,
Beach.
like it.
I think they were done and dusted. Bomb
It's
Beach.
a good result.
Yeah, it's
Great
a bloody
result.
great result. We know what such a great club Coringle is, and we were hard on them early, weren't we, Commish? And, and they are just getting better and better with week go on. So,
Yeah, no doubt. That's a great
and Bomb
scoreline.
Beach, I mean, we called it with Jamie at the helm. They're hard not to turn around. He's that fucking good, and the job he's doing. So well done to both at Bomb Beach and especially to Coringle. Fantastic.
Yeah, very good.
That rounds out round 13, the takeaways and the Hurricane ladders.
Did Gammers have a takeaway?
Yeah.
I've got two.
It's a good job I
Like
asked
this.
him.
Bonnie,
Yep,
Bonnie.
huge.
this one might be a little bit. This is probably as controversial as I
Right, do
get
it. Do
about
it.
my own comp. I reckon 7's become 6.
I agree.
That's fair.
I think that's very fair.
And
Yeah,
I think
same.
Macca made a pretty good point about 3 weeks ago that it was going to become 7 pretty quickly, and it really has. That gap is 3 games.
Yeah.
But I just can't. I love what they've done down there. I love Maury. I just don't know how they reverse their fortunes. And even though they're on 32 points, they're probably a fair way off, unfortunately. And a lot of it's out of their control. Yeah.
Frankston Bombers are just looming, aren't they?
Oh,
They're
look,
in looming mode.
you look at that ladder, right? It's just so tight. I mean,
Just,
I was talking to Murph after the Red Hill game, the Red Hill coach, and whoever drops that game between us, well, look at those guys.
Yeah.
You're 9-4, and you're only just in the 5, and you're 1 loss away from being 6.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Like you should be in a better spot than that, but that's just how the competition
how it is.
is.
Don't we
It's
love it?
very top half, bottom half.
Yeah.
That's how it's become. It's a competition within a competition now.
The importance of percentage.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
It just is important.
Yeah.
And I know Bombers have got the toughest run home. We all agree with that. That's a tough run home. But if they're good enough, they're good enough. And that 160 will hold them in great stead.
Yeah,
So,
exactly right. If they've got the points, they've got it.
Look at you guys in Seaford. Like, you're level pegging on
Yeah.
percentage. So, given Seaford's draw to finish a season, like, that could help them too, getting that double chance. So there's a lot to be played out there.
I think competition says a lot about how your game is holding up as well once you've gone through. Like if you're at one, if you're around that 140 or above, your game's obviously standing up pretty well. If you're only just over 100, maybe you've had a big win here and you've been spanked a couple of times. But let's see what happens with Frankston Bombers. I've got them finishing in the top 3.
In the top 3.
He was tagging out.
I know he's
Yeah, he was.
I actually think, Bombers. I think the Bombers
Maybe
will get him.
I need an 8-point game.
Oh, why did I just took that hook, line, and sinker?
They need an 8-point game. They probably do. No, they're probably blown their 8-point game.
Jump online. The best explanation of an 8-point game on Facebook gets you a beanie.
A free beanie.
Oh. So, Chief, how do the folks win the Gammers ladder?
For the ladder, yes.
What are they got to do?
So they've got to jump on the webpage,
Okay.
add a comment in on the comment section on the webpage.
Good, bad, or ugly? Just
Good.
we
Oh,
got
maybe
to like
good.
it.
No, got to like it. Got to be good. And then what they like about the ladder this year and the movers. Oh, sorry, this week and the movers on the ladders this week. And then we'll make a decision. The 5 faceless men will make a decision come Wednesday night, and it'll be announced via social media.
Very good.
Like it.
Thanks
Nice.
to Hurricane Ladders.
Hurricane.
And Chris
Does the
Gamble.
ladder get delivered, or they get a? They
Yeah,
go,
how do you get the
pick it
ladder?
up?
No,
No,
it's
so the
Mitre
ladder-
10.
so-
Need a voucher.
Okay, voucher.
So we'll email a voucher that says it's pretty specific. It says, "Hey, you've won a Hurricane ladder, and you go to a Mitre 10." Maybe a particular Mitre 10. I'd say it might be the Kringle store, and pick up that ladder.
The other hardware store.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Gates.
it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
wow.
exactly right.
Mitre 10 we need.
Mitre, I
Come
was
on,
going to
as a
say Mitre
sponsor.
10 if you're interested. It is a netball umpires appreciation round, and it's round 14, 18th of July. And the first game kicking us off is Pearcedale v Bomb Beach at Pearcedale Recreation Reserve. Commissioner?
Pearcedale.
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 Oh, the two thinking
Did you
blokes.
tip Pearcedale,
Yeah.
Jacob?
Mate, I'm on. I'm on. All aboard.
He's on.
All aboard the Pearcedale Express.
Jeez. Don't you? You
No,
can't say
look at you
anything.
two. Jesus. Can't you just be two knuckleheads for once and give us a quick...
Nah,
they've got
'cause
to analyse it. They've got to numbers.
Draw.
They do the letters.
Draw.
The old draw's getting a good run tonight.
bloody
The draw's
thing,
getting a
and
great
bloody-
run tonight.
Because look who he's fucking got the next few
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah.
He's as
Yeah, he does.
strategic
Look,
as they come.
fucking answer.
I don't have Pierce. I don't have either of those.
He actually doesn't have either of them.
Oh, there you
Look
go.
at him.
We'll just fucking answer.
Oh, Bomb Beach.
Oh,
right, good boy.
Jamie, bestie.
Pearcedale by 2 goals.
BFF. Pardon?
Pearcedale by 2 goals.
Pearcedale
goals.
by two.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be like they obviously weren't overly convincing last week, and Bonnie were. No, two goals. It'll be a good game.
Very good. The next game to take place is at Chelsea Recreation Reserve. It's netball umpire appreciation round. We appreciate all our master officiators, no matter the sport. It's Chelsea taking on Frankston Bombers almost, if not the selection table. Oh, no, Seaford Somerville. Chelsea taking on Frankston Bombers. Oh, Chelsea.
This is step one for Frankston.
Yeah, exactly right.
But yeah, Chelsea for me,
Yep.
comfortably.
Yep.
At Chelsea too. Yeah, I think.
Macca.
I'll go Bombers.
No. Okay.
I'm on with you, Macca. Bombers.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Me too.
wow.
Big block changes things. H&R.
They'll just throw a spanner in the works here.
Oh, Frankston Bombers.
Yeah, they're going to throw the
Yeah, tip him.
fucking spanner. Here it comes.
I just think here they come. I think they're last year's grand finalists. They probably should have won it. Not much has changed. Yeah, there were a couple missing, but it largely looks the same to me. And
Would you not say that?
it didn't look the same at the start of the year.
Okay.
And I've seen them firsthand run us to 2 points.
Yep.
I'm concerned. I think all the teams in the 5 would like Chelsea to win this game because
I'm with you.
Yeah.
they
They
really
would.
care about finishing
So therefore
first.
they won't.
Yeah, they would. That's right.
Frankston will win.
You can
Very
put-
good.
They could put a hole in Frankston once and for all, but I just don't know if they will.
You reckon, Chief? Oh, you're on Frankston.
Yeah,
These Bombers as well, yeah.
Yeah.
He's gets a bit forgotten about over there.
No, he was
He's
first.
just- he's looking
He was
around.
first.
He's
Fuck off and hurry up.
The next game is Crib Point taking on Tyre Football Netball Club at Crib Point down at Cerberus. Well, on the cusp.
Gee, this is an interesting game, isn't it? Like, Type just aren't going well enough to
No.
tip them, so I'm not going to,
No.
but far out. If there's one they could bench before the end of the year,
Yeah.
It is
this
against
is
Crib Point.
probably the
Not many
one.
Yeah.
But I don't think they will.
Nope, me neither.
I'm
Draw.
going tired.
Draw.
You're going to go Tyre.
I'll back tired in. Up the nips.
Crib Point by a lot.
Yeah, me too, Cribby.
Yeah, Cribby.
They're just as likely to do that.
This is
Go,
what's
go Wallop.
going to happen back. Chief,
Draw.
draw.
Draw. Been a few draws this year.
Jeez. It's going to be a tight
Non-committal.
round, isn't it?
Netball umpire appreciation round. It's Hastings taking on Coringal. This is going to
This is
be
a cracker.
cracking
I actually
game.
think this should be the
Yes,
Halftime
Halftime
Heroes.
Heroes. Match
Yeah.
of the round.
Yep.
Like-
It's going to be a cracking game.
absolutely.
Really is.
I think Hastings will win it, but
Yeah, only
it's
just.
going to be
I
an
reckon less than
absolute ripper.
Less than a kick.
It's going to be grouse.
I reckon Coringal are going to.
No.
They're going to see.
Not
this
down
as
at Hastings.
Gettable.
Kev's like,
Hastings, Kevin the best.
Yeah,
Kevin
I
the
rate
best.
that.
put himself forward.
Small K Kev.
Late.
Late. Yeah.
They win it late.
Kev
No,
Lilac.
Kev will go forward in
Sneaks
the
in.
last.
Sneaks
Oh,
forward.
yeah.
Kev
We
Lilac.
like him getting on the goal.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Kev playing on Louis Barber. A couple of hard nuts.
Oh,
going
that'd
there.
be good.
Yeah, wouldn't
That'd
it?
be good.
That
Yeah.
would be good.
Jeez.
Jeez Louise. So everyone is tipping the Stings? No, you.
I'm
Jacob,
Hastings.
You, oh, yeah.
Who went Coringal?
No one.
No one.
Everyone's gone
Oh, no one.
Hastings. Everyone's gone
You were
Stings.
tired. You were the round before, weren't you?
The next game is at RJ Rowley Reserve, and it's a Red Hill taking on a Rye at home. Red Hill to even further woe the Demons.
Yeah,
down at
agree,
RJ.
Adam. Yes.
Yeah,
Tick.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Demons.
Yep. And the last game of the round, well, it's Seaford taking on, what is it, Gammers? It's
called
second
He
taking.
did just call the Demons.
What's
He
that?
Oh, he did too.
Russell Crowe just called the Demons.
Yep.
Yeah. Right.
I'm going to back him in.
Okay,
No,
fair
no,
enough.
good boy.
Fair enough.
Beat Red Hill.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Interesting.
Well, you'll be laughing if they get up, but they're not going to. This is for me, the second best. It's second versus third at RF Miles Recreation Reserve. Seaford taking on Somerville Football Netball Club. If Somerville are going to be at the pointy end of the ladder, this is a must-win for them, and I think they will do quite comfortably.
Yeah, well, as we said in the run before, this is probably Seaford's biggest challenge in the road home. So if they pinch this, it'll be huge for them because then I don't see them losing the rest of the way home. And at RF, fortress for them because it's just such an odd shape.
But McQuillen, that's
Macklin's huge.
Massive.
It's actually not that small.
Really?
RFL compared to Jones Road. Anyway, just saying.
Similar.
I walked it today.
Doing a bit of
It's
due
different-
diligence,
it's different ground of
coach.
It is a different ground of barn.
I'll tell you what's interesting about this, right? Looking at it from a coach's angle, right? Seaford, given that draw, should get a double chance in the finals. But if they don't push Somerville, they will have lost to two sides that they're going to have to meet in the finals.
Correct.
So let's say they lose this
Straight
by
out.
40 to
Bang,
50
bang.
points. They're going to, and then beat those other sides as we predict they probably will. They're going to go into a final series on the back of beating those sides and having lost to Seaford and Chelsea. They need to show in this game that they are worthy of a top two. And I saw them in the preseason. They're good enough to do that.
Yep.
So I'm not questioning where they are, but this is a big game for them.
Yep.
This is a huge game at their home ground. So I will make a judgment on them based on how they go against Somerville because I rate Somerville.
Yep.
So who wins this?
I think Somerville will, but I think if Seaford are any chance to get in that final series and do some damage, they have to prove it against a side that will be there against them.
I like that from you, Macca. Very good. Chief, did you tip?
No, not yet. I think it'll be a game of injury lists, and I think Somerville's injury list is a lot less than Seaford's, so therefore Summy wins.
Yeah, a young Seaford
must be
might
bad.
have peaked. They could have peaked this year, so they've got the wobbles the last couple of weeks, and it's Summy's injury list is a bit of a concern. There's some key players there that are pretty sore, so Summy trajectory will keep going here. They'll get over Seaford.
Yeah, I reckon they're cruising in fourth, aren't they?
Just fourth. 2,200
Fourth
revs.
gear.
But I think it'll be close.
Will be.
Yeah.
Will be close. That's it.
Like it.
Like it.
We can't get a tip from over here. So
No, I've got a
we'll
feeling it's going to
let it
go
roll.
Somerville. It is going to be a netball umpires appreciation round, Chief, and it's to be played out on this coming Saturday, the 18th of July. Round 14, that rounds out also the Division 2 competition. It has been an absolute pleasure. Thanks to Toyota of Frankston, Mornington and Rosebud, as well as our new sponsor, Hurricane Ladders, just making sure that you get up to where you need to get comfortably. Oh, just made that up. How good's that?
Wow. That was well played. That was good.
I must.
Hey, before we go, can we mention
we're
the
not
dinner?
going yet.
Oh, the dinner.
Oh, yeah.
The dinner.
No, we're not going
Good.
yet. So we're going to come back. You got pallets, beautiful.
jeez.
As I said, rounds out Division 2.
It
We're
was a
going to
bit
take
more,
a quick
actually.
break, and we'll be back with more Halftime Heroes.
Halftime Heroes with the latest sports news across the Mornington Peninsula.
Looking for unbeatable deals on new and used Toyotas? Head to Frankston Toyota, where great service meets great value. From rugged Hilux to fuel-efficient Corolla, we've got the perfect car for every driver. And right now, crazy low finance rates for selected models. Come see why locals trust Frankston Toyota. Just off the freeway. Easy to find, hard to beat. T's and C's apply. Visit frankstontoyota.com.au today.
It's a hurricane. It's a hurricane. It's a hurricane.
Welcome back to Halftime Heroes, the latest on local sport across the Mornington Peninsula.
Welcome back to the Halftime Heroes. Well, it is now time for our massive executive producer to get on his pallets.
Drop 30.
You drop 30.
The job you do is massive.
You're still 130.
Not you.
Massively important.
The job he does.
No, no, that's what I meant.
I know. I just had to explain it to him. He gets a bit
seen how
touchy.
many fucking buttons? I wouldn't even let you pass that area.
No, I wouldn't know.
No. It's
Even on the little blue chair.
disastrous.
No good me on
That
the
little blue chair. You'd have your freaking
Never
knees
get
up around.
get off it.
You'd have your knees up around
Come
your
on.
ears. All right. It's now time to get that, to back that massive fucking
Oh, I've got to do the right
forklift
noise
in.
this time.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. But being the big bastard in here.
Lift it up
he
and
goes.
get him.
Toyota, buddy. Up it
Get
goes.
the Toyota above everything else. Get the chief right up there.
I've got a couple tonight. I have a hey, what are you laughing at?
This is the way it goes.
couple tonight. Let's start off with rumours. Not rumours, but
The rumour mill.
rumour mill suggesting that the Eastern Football League
Yes.
will be merging with the Outer East. So opportunity gone there. Opportunity gone for someone or some group. And I'm hearing on the grapevine that the Western Footy League might be looking at combining with the Essendon District Football League.
Wow.
And one that's way out there is there may have been talks between the Northern Footy League and the Southern Footy League. So that's very, very new. So there's some people down the southern part of Melbourne that will all be flying solo, folks.
How would that even fucking look?
Yeah, you need some neutral territory in between.
I
You
don't
would
know.
think the Southern might have a chat with us, but anyway, that's
Well,
my
that-
opinion.
How would Southern
Jesus.
and like the Northern League
Central-
work?
That horse is bolted.
Central
Like
Melbourne,
you've got
Central
you've got
Melbourne.
South
Well,
Mornington in Southern.
Who knows?
Like
now?
imagine the South Mornington boys
Yeah.
having to go up to Northern clubs.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
I mean. How's it going to
absurd.
look?
Good segue
never
to Paddy
know.
Sloan.
Yeah, you never know.
Right, fair
they're
enough.
just the rumours.
Rumour mill.
The other one that got on my goat was Ginnivan. That free kick. Oh, my God. Against Carlton.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a
Play,
been a bit
chair
of
up,
Hawthorn
play,
bashing
play-
today.
play on.
Oh,
Been a bit of Hawthorn bashing tonight, isn't there?
well.
They just
well,
get it.
Well, he calls play and then puts his arms up in
Yeah,
the air.
no, I'm with that.
Have they got too much to do?
I-
Is there too much going on?
I've got a little
Just a shit
book.
rule.
No, they just want to
It's a
inject
stupid-
themselves
it's a shit
into the
rule.
game.
I had an umpire come
But
up
that's
to me on Tuesday night at Bowls. Tuesday night, don't forget Super League at Kringle Bowls Club.
Super
folks.
League, it's massive.
Tuesday night, a umpire came up to
Grab
me
a granny.
and he gave me the rule book from the AFL from 1969. And it had
3 rules.
24 pages
Don't throw the ball.
on a business card. Look, it was that simple. We're making it too complicated, folks.
No shit.
And then
They don't even know what they're doing.
Yep.
Well, that was just completely wrong anyway. Like the adjudicating umpire actually said the words "play on" and
Yeah.
then whistled and said 50 meters.
Yeah.
So how do you call "play on"
Yeah.
and then go 50?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't
It's-
make any sense.
It's a clusterfuck.
Let's be honest, it's not the umpires, it's the rule.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, exactly
yeah,
right.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
we've
the
got
rule.
to be
It's
clear
the
on this.
stand rule. Yeah.
Yeah.
The rule sucks.
There are too many rules, and they're getting.
It's
And
just
anyone
a
that's placed in that
joke.
position under pressure is getting a lot of flack.
Do you know what the biggest issue with AFL football is right now?
What?
That the NRL just signed a bigger TV rights deal than AFL's ever had.
Yep.
That's the issue. And it's all of this. It's not the umpires, it's the game.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
The game sucks.
And that's
Unfortunately.
and that's
It's hard
been
to
called-
watch.
Been called out in the
is.
major press where AFL House is just getting in the way.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, it's exactly right. Exactly right. And that's why you need to jump on board your local competition and get down and pay your $12 unless you're the commissioner and you jump in at half time and you can get away with not paying.
He was there in the first quarter.
The
this
first
week.
quarter, he was
Yeah,
there.
but
He
you-
paid.
Paid to get in.
He paid.
I thought that's
ring me.
Since when did they put a chick on the lady on the
I
side
would
gate?
have given you a pass.
Since when they put her on?
Half-time.
Because they saw you,
Do you know what
trying
you need to do?
squeeze through a fucking hole that only.
Comment on the Halftime Heroes website, get a ladder and climb the fence.
Yeah, you should do
I
that.
love that.
Yeah.
That's a good promo.
You reckon anyone
shot.
will notice me coming over?
Nah,
the
just get someone to drive a ute and put it
They
in the back of
would
the ute.
when you dirty
I love
old
that, Mac.
when you get caught by your
Jesus,
dirty old
great,
Reg
Gammers.
Grundys hanging from the top of the fence, going, "I can't get down."
Kiddies, you help me down.
Exactly right.
Oh, I like it.
On a
Good one,
serious note, before we take off, it was. I know you boys spoke about it, but through the week, Nathan Fitzgerald did end up passing away.
Yeah, we did say he was on the way out Monday, but he died.
So
I think that night. Really,
he
so.
did well. I think from all reports, he was on life support.
Yes,
and
yes,
the family
terrible.
decided to turn everything off. So, and I suppose just to jump on the pellets before we lower them back down, I saw the Mornington Peninsula Shire Council through last week go and inspect all the games, and it is mind-boggling in this day and age that there are cricket pitches made of concrete that aren't covered by sand or somewhat a softer sort of fall on it. How many times is this going to have to happen before we act? I saw some articles in the newspaper and on socials that councils were blaming football clubs were blaming council were blaming state government, AFL. It was just get it done, like fair income. 27-year-old passes away through massive head injuries. This cannot happen again. Fair income. But that is a wrap from the Halftime Heroes. It has been a pleasure to bring you this episode in the Chiefs Garage. I'd like to thank, of course, Campbell Hustwaite for joining the Commissioner under the cone of silence with the boys. And what an absolute
extended cone version.
Exactly, the extended cone version. Just had to get a big lighter for this one. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, the big Bob Marley one.
Yeah, the big Bob Marley one. But joined the boys under the cone of silence, which was amazing to hear. His VFL, Stingray's journey, and we don't get them very often. So to get them that calibre of player, Gammers, it's pretty bloody awesome that we have. We've got direct
line.
Direct line to players of that calibre. I'd like to thank our sponsors, of course, Hurricane Ladders just joining us, Toyota, and Wickham Glass, as well as Impact Glass and Glazing, LC Constructions, the Little Batco.
Little Court
Co. I fucking do it every week.
Every week.
Who else, please, Chief?
There's plenty. You got to
There's
know.
plenty. There's plenty. Just jump online, Macca.
And the chef.
And the chef.
Oh,
of course.
Barb.
Nana.
Barb's kitchen.
No, it was Nana.
Nana's kitchen.
Nana from
Brighton.
Nana from Barb's from Brighton.
Barb's from Brighton,
Not a Karen.
hooking us up with a beautiful spaghetti bolognese. It was unbelievable, with the finest of handcrafted garlic bread, all the way from Coles freezer section. It was absolutely.
It's the way it was heated.
It's the way it was.
That wasn't then, is it?
Plating up.
That wasn't. No, it wasn't. But if you want to get involved in the Halftime Heroes, you can most certainly do so. Hit us up on our webpage, halftimeheroes.com.au. Make sure if you are watching, and make sure when you watch on YouTube, you hit that subscribe button. We are not far from hitting it big time. So show your support. Get behind us. We give you this show absolutely for jack squat. Jake got hit up by many people around Drummond saying, I love the show. We'll show you support, and click that subscribe button on YouTube, because it's going to allow us to bring it to a whole nother level. Also, these beanies that JK and I are wearing, you can jump online and go and purchase one of them as well. But it has been an absolute blast. Chief, master button pusher extraordinaire, and owner of the said garage. Thank you very much.
Part owner.
It
gets difficult.
Sorry, Barbs.
Jesus.
How'd your little minion go over there? Was he all right?
Which one?
Hang on.
He can't put his all thumbs, mate. Can't push the button.
It's all thumbs.
Last time.
That's what she said. JK, thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Always
Cheers.
a pleasure.
Much appreciated.
Macca, always great to have you back.
Yeah, loved coming back after a week in Darwin. It was nice and warm there.
Crop
But
wrestling.
with me jacket on and the heater, it was nice and warm in here too. So just a shout out to me mate Leroy in Darwin. Thanks for having me, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Old footy mate of mine.
He's a regular watcher, is he?
Yeah, well, he is now.
Is he? Oh,
he
good.
He is signed up, by the way. He loves it.
Oh,
He was all about
fantastic.
it. Yep.
Looks like you've cleaned out all the barra ponds too, mate.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, absolutely.
No, not all. He's got about 15 layers on because he's wearing a green jumper, the dumb shit. Hello to you.
Hello.
Thank you.
Hello, Adam. How are you?
We're starting again.
We
forget to press record.
How are you, kiddies?
Well done, Commissioner. Thank you.
Done. Well done, Adam. Well done again. Great to have you back.
Always a pleasure sitting next to you, great man. Gammers.
Thanks, boys. Gee, that was a marathon, that one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's long. Long.
It's been a blast. It is always a blast. And as the Commissioner says, it looks fun. Looks fun to do. It is fun to do, kiddies, and we love bringing it to you each and every week. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Good night. Oh, James. Next week.